Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media Fate. Today I'm joined by Sr. Oats. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
All right, so today we are doing another MCU tier list. This should be a pretty short episode, by the looks of things. Even after the bloated recording time of not the bloated, but the troubled recording of MCU tier list part 2, we are now doing MCU tier list part 3. We are probably gonna do a part 4. I don't know, maybe later down the line. Senior Oats, you may not know how this works, or it's pretty simple. So there are 6 tiers in this. Give me a singular minute. I gotta update the tier list folder. Not a folder, the file I have. Just a second. All right, so we have 6 tiers, technically 7, and obviously they are the S rank, which means pinnacle of the MCU. The A rank, which A tier, which is the great. B tier is good, C tier is decent, D tier is bad, and F tier is complete failure. And then there's haven't seen, which is for Marvel properties or MCU properties, technically, that you have not seen. Then, in addition to that, to giving the tier of everything that has come to MCU, since you were not there for the Black Widow episode, now that's been added to the tier list. Since we already did an episode on that, Black Widow's been added to that. So it's pretty much Iron Man, the first Iron Man to Black Widow. That's a broad span. Since you haven't done an episode on Shang-Chi, on What If, you haven't done. You will be in the What If episode, so you will give your ranking on What If there. We haven't done episodes on Shang-Chi. We haven't done episodes on Eternals. We haven't done episodes on. We haven't done an episode on Spider-Man No Way Home. We haven't done an episode on Hawkeye. Those aren't going to be counted, mainly because Hawkeye hasn't finished yet, and because we haven't done episodes on the other ones. So it's up until Black Widow, and you will give a reason, a short reason, not a very long one. We don't need we don't need a pretty much a rehash of the other episodes, with like a small reason as to why it's on that tier. So yeah, that's pretty much the only things you have to know. Let's just begin. This should be a pretty short episode, no longer than 10 minutes, hopefully. Not hopefully, but just there. So let's begin with, I guess, phase 1, the first Iron Man. So where would it rank, if you have seen it, of course?
I saw the first Iron Man. It was really nice. I would put it in a B tier.
B tier, all right. So wise. So okay, so you said wise. It's a very nice movie. All right. So for comparison, you were gonna say something?
Well, I would put it in the B tier. I don't know, Well, since it was once from Paramount, Productions, I was like, how can I say? I don't know, like, there was something like weird of it. I don't know, like the mood of it. No, it's probably Paramount, but Paramount has like the pros and cons, because I think Paramount made a Transformer movie.
Yes. Paramount didn't make the Transformers movies. They didn't make them, but of course Michael Bay and his company did, but Paramount distributed them.
Yeah,
of course. Yes. Of course, this is. Sorry, you continue. It's your show. This is your episode, pretty much. Let me see it up.
And like Paramount, like it's really good, but I don't know. There's like this thing of it. I don't know, but it's a really good like productions.
Yes, but this is before the Disney buyout. So this movie was made before the Disney buyout. Obviously, the MCU was a thing. Was like an idea by then.
True.
But they weren't. But Marvel wasn't owned by Disney. I think the deal was trying to be discussed by them. So yeah, they didn't. They had to go to a company that would distribute their film, because if they weren't being distributed, Iron Man would pretty much be the equivalent of an indie film with a very high budget.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, for comparison, Iron Man is on my S tier. I grew up with Iron Man. I love the Iron Man character, and I loved. And I think this is a great movie for anyone to start with. It has, I mean, obviously it's the first one. But you know, it's a great movie to start with. It's a great movie to just enjoy. I usually put it on. I put it on because you know, I just need something to watch. I explained it on my on the first part of this grandiose series. So let's go to the second movie, The Incredible Hulk.
Well, I haven't watched that much of Incredible Hulk since it's not on Disney Plus, but I've heard it was a good movie.
I mean, you can't really form a true opinion because you haven't watched it yet, you know. So you have to check it out if you haven't seen, because you don't have a full opinion.
Okay.
You can't go off of reviews. So you understand that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not your opinion; it's someone else's opinion.
True.
For me, Incredible Hulk was on D tier. I explained why. It didn't really fit with the rest of the MCU up until now, pretty much. So yeah, next movie is Iron Man 2.
You know, I loved it. It's on A. You know, we see new characters. We see the most notable character, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. He appears in the second one or in the third one? I'm not sure.
I wonder what he's doing after Infinity War.
What?
I wonder what he's doing after Infinity War. You know.
True. But it's really good. The enemy was kind of OP. I don't remember his name, but he and Iron Man had like a pretty hefty fight. But
you mean Whiplash?
What?
Whiplash, the guy with the whoops.
Yes, that dude. But yeah, a sincere A, I would give that movie.
And a what? Hold on, an A tier? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just can't hear well. Because
oh no, yeah. It's okay. I gave it an A.
Okay, A. I don't have very bad hearing. I just have bad hearing.
Okay.
It's a very slight bad hearing. So, and then there's the phone, and then I can't. And then there's not your quality, but like my audio, my speaker quality. So I can't really understand that. So yeah. So yeah, I hope you understand that. You kind of repeat some things if I don't hear it right. So next is, I'm going to the top of my head. I just remember all of this how it goes in release order. Next is, Thor, the first Thor movie.
Well, I really liked it. I would give it an A. It was really great. We saw, I don't know, like the last time I saw the movie was like 3 months ago on FX, but it was a really good movie. I really liked it. It's always like this like heartwarming, you know, like watch it with the entire family movie. I really loved it.
Yes, but for me personally, Thor's on the C tier, mainly because it's a bit slow. It's a bit too. It has a little bit too of a gritty color. It's just not a. It is a movie you can sit down and watch. It's not unbearably. I mean, C is just decent. Like, it's a movie you can watch and you can enjoy, but it's not one of the best. It's not one of the worst. It's just there. So yeah, next is Captain America: The First Avenger.
I have to put it on an S tier. I don't know. It's like the movie. It's like we get more information on Captain America. You know, it's in the comics, yes, but like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we get to see more of him, Bucky, and like it's very I would say it's really good. I don't know, but it's like you get to see the first Avenger and like how I forgot the dude with an eye patch. What's his name?
The guy with the eye patch, you mean Nick Fury?
Yeah, like I correct me if I'm wrong. Like in the post credit scene,
Yeah.
he wakes up in the future, and I don't know, like if Nick Fury has to explain that he's 75 years ahead in the future, and all that.
That's such a pretty tragic scene, but yeah, so it goes on S tier for you.
Okay.
It does go on S tier, right? Just
Yes.
Okay, yeah. For comparison, mine it's on B tier. It's not that I don't like the Captain America movies. They're just not my thing. Personally, they're not my thing. I am kind of worried because most of the Captain America movies for me are on B tier. One is on A tier. Most of the Captain America related things are on B tier. Actually, I hope that maybe Captain America 4 will, break that. But I don't have much high hopes for that. I'm not that big of a Captain America fan. I do like the character, but I'm not that big of a fan of his movies and the show.
Okay.
But next is, after Captain America: First Avenger, is the first Avengers movie.
Oh, I gotta admit, it's on A. I really loved it. It's like you get to see like all the heroes, like Thor, Hawkeye, and like everyone just gather up. We got to see like more of the evil side of Loki, and we got a sneak peek on the post-credit scene, end credit scene of Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah. And yeah.
Okay. For me, I'm pretty sure the first Avengers, the Avengers is also on A tier. It is definitely a very good movie, but it definitely got the formula for the MCU. I mean, Double Sanity Thor Ragnarok got the formula for the MCU and Guardians of the Galaxy. But it definitely was a stepping stone for the MCU. But it's definitely not. It's a great movie, but it's not one of the best of the MCU. Yeah. So next is Iron Man 3.
Well, to be honest, like I would put it in a B tier. I don't know. It's just the Mandarin, the evil dude. I don't know. He doesn't have like that much of evil potential on him. And I don't know, like when they they destroyed Iron Man's mansion, was it? I'm not sure. And was kind of shocking, but still.
So, B tier. For me, Iron Man 3 is actually on an A tier. I like what they did with the character, that he's not just that Tony isn't just a guy in a flying suit. He is a guy with a very massive brain, and he can strategize, which is what makes him very dangerous in the flying tin can. Pretty much, is his capabilities of strategical planning. That's pretty much what makes him dangerous, because anyone can be dangerous in a metal suit, but Tony is especially dangerous because he knows he can strategize against you. He's not dumb. He's a very intelligent man, and the movie shows what he can do. But next is one of the low points of the MCU, Thor: The Dark World.
I might have to put it on like C. It's enjoyable, but the plot is not that good. It's like you kind of get like easily distracted and all, and I don't know. I just put it on a C.
So for me, it's on an F tier. I will have to say that I explained it on the first tier list, that these movies are like a tier. If we were to count them as general movies, they'd be like a tier above what they actually are. Where Thor: The Dark World, okay, fine. It's a pretty bad movie in terms of the MCU. Although it's a pretty okay movie, or they're counting it as a normal movie. But yeah, it's just that it's very dark, it's very gritty, it's very boring to look at. It's very hard to look at in fact. There's a lot of dark colors, a lot of dark scenes that make it a little bit hard to look at, and that's not what I'm a fan of. And also the villain is very forgettable. I mean, I could probably ask the guy who's watched every single movie, and then I asked them, "What's the villain of Thor: The Dark World?" I don't know. But yeah, pretty forgettable villain. So next is actually one of the what I think is it's a good movie, but it's very overhyped. Is Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I would put it on a B. It's enjoyable, but not like my cup of tea though. But we got to see Bucky once again. Captain America is dealing like with the shock that he's alive 5 years in the future, and we really get to see America, the past, America's shining hero and all that. That he's back and ready to save the world once and for all.
Okay, yeah. For me, it's also on a B tier. This movie is good. I will give it that. It's good, but it is, again, like Sr. Oats, it's not my cup of tea, and it's definitely very overhyped for what it is. I understand I understand the action scenes are good. They're very good, actually. But that's not enough to carry a movie.
Yeah.
So next is, I guess, one of the high points of the MCU, for me at least. It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would put it on an A. It's really I really enjoyed it, especially on the music references. Peter Quill, he's kind of at first it's a character oh no, he's gonna be a really kind of quirky, annoying character, but then later on, you get to see oh, he's actually a really cool character and all that, fighting evil. I really love the movie.
Yeah, mine's on an S tier. It's one of the best of the MCU. Really loved it. Love the characters. Love everything about it, pretty much. I mean, the villain is something to love. I mean, I keep getting his name pronounced Ronan. It's Ronan. It just gets me confused because there's another character that's more important than him, and there's a much bigger role than a guy holding a stone. It is Sledgehammer. So next is Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh, I have to put that on an S tier. It's when the movie is so enjoyable. You get to see a new villain who's very weird. You get to see three new characters: Quicksilver, Wanda, and Vision. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Wanda and Quicksilver are X-Men. Which is really surprising that they did a cameo, and I'm surprised that let's hope that in the future movies more X-Men characters will do cameos.
Technically, in the MCU, they are not X-Men because they're not X-Men in the MCU because when they're kind of going over the first time they showed up where they weren't X-Men, but they're not called that. They might be they're not even mutants because that's not just a faction. They're not mutants because they got their powers later on. Actually, technically, Wanda did have her powers when she was young, I guess. So yeah, I think Wanda might be a mutant. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, actually, for me, I have to disagree. It's not. This is not a bad movie, but it goes on C tier. I think Ultron is not. He's not supposed to be funny. he's supposed to be terrifying. You're supposed to be scared of Ultron. The comic that is named after Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure it's when Ultron takes over the world or something. Like Ultron is a terrifying foe. That sure it did take the entirety of the Avengers chain to finish to beat Ultron. However, in the comics, it was more Avengers members that tried to take down Ultron. Ultron was a much terrifying villain in the comics and in the movies, and Ultron does have a much more impact in the comics than the movies. In the movies, he's kind of more a minor character than the comics. But yeah, so next is the first Ant-Man.
I don't have to put it in an A tier. It's really like enjoyable. Like he's a really comedic character. I really love him. And he's like, you know, I don't know. There's something about Ant-Man. I don't know, like the actor that acts him. He's very, I don't know, like he puts a lot of effort in his work. And not only that, like the action scenes, the entire plot. It's really amazing.
Okay. Ant-Man is, I am pretty sure, on my tier list. Ant-Man is on an A tier. I just love the movie. It's very enjoyable. It's one of those movies that I can say that you don't have to watch any of the other movies to get. It is one of those movies that if you were to talk to me in 2015 when this first came out and said, I want to enter the MCU, I would have said, I want to enter the MCU, but I don't want to watch a bunch of other movies. Then I would say, you know what? Go watch Ant-Man. You'll have a blast. I recommend it to any like non-MCU fans. I just want to watch a superhero movie. Like just watch Ant-Man.
True.
Ant-Man, you don't need to watch any of the other MCU movies to get what's going on in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that I say, you know what? If you want to start the MCU, but you don't want to, or you just want to watch a fun superhero movie, watch Ant-Man, watch Iron Man, watch Shang-Chi, like all those movies. Like you don't need to watch anything else to get what's going on.
Yeah, it's really.
Ant-Man goes on A tier. For me as well as you. So next is Captain America: Civil War.
Oof. I have to put it like an S tier because I don't know, like the storytelling, like it's just, you know, the group of superheroes, like, you know, you would usually see Captain America and Iron Man, you know, like best buddies, and then like when this like weird plot, I think that, you know, the Winter Soldier killed Iron Man's parents, and like he gets first to kill Bucky, but Captain America says no, that he's his best friend, and they start like this tiny like legion, and they like fight it off in an airport in Germany, and like I think Captain America's crew loses, and they get sent to, I think, prison. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they go to the raft.
Yeah, and I put it on an S tier because it's like you would never expect Captain America and Iron Man to fight, and like back at 2016, correct me if I'm wrong, and the published date, you know, the release date, was it on 2016? Yeah, 2016. Everyone's like so hype about it, like, yo, Civil War and everything, and I would really put it on this.
For me, it's on A tier. I do agree with you on that, but like for me, it misses a few more, because there's some heroes that, you know, they're just there to be there. I feel Spider-Man doesn't do much in the movie, and he's just kind of there. No, we have Spider-Man now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's on for me, it's on A tier. I agree with a bunch of things, but there's something to bring it down. But next is the first Doctor Strange. Technically, the only Doctor Strange released up until this point. So Doctor Strange.
I would put it on the S tier because on how many times I would play this movie, I would never get tired. The story of, you know, Doctor Strange and how he got to be Doctor Strange, the methods he tried, all the journey, the path of him becoming Doctor Strange, the foe, I forgot the name of the foe, you know, the enemy, the main villain. I don't remember his name, but I really loved it. Like, I wouldn't get tired of how many times I saw this movie. I would put it on an S.
Yeah, it's on S for me as well. It's also one of those movies that you can just watch because you want to watch a superhero movie or something about magic, and you'll have class. You don't have to watch any other MC movie to get what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. Again, it's if you can go in and watch it, and you don't have to. You just have a fun time without having to watch anything else, and it's a pretty good movie. And they still connect, and it is wonderful what the MCU has done. It's definitely revolutionized cinema in a way where you can have literally just non-connected storylines, and they all connect in some way, and they can all coexist.
Yeah.
But next we move on to our first year with 3 movies, and for consecutive years we got 3 movies. We have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, I have to put this one also on the S tier. I don't know. It's like you got the gang discovers that Peter Quill has a missing father, and he got to re-encounter his father, have some like father and son bonding, father and son time and everything, and then I feel like he realizes that it was just I don't know what he was gonna do with the son, but he got shocked. He let his mother die, and I was shocked when I knew that Quill's father is Ego the planet. I was really shocked on that. I don't know, like the key factors on everything on the movie, how it was placed, the music, the composing, everything. I would give it an S tier.
For me, it is an A tier. I also have to agree with you on all those things, but I don't think it's as good as the first one. The first one did set up a pretty high bar. And sadly, this one didn't really go over. It's still a great movie, but it's not over that. It's not on that bar or even above it. And that bar is pretty damn high. It's up there, but it's not crossing that line. So yeah, next is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I really loved it. They did not show yet again Uncle Ben's death. Poor that dude. He suffered a lot. And Iron Man appears, which is gonna be like the mentor of Spider-Man, his teacher, his guru, and like he faces like his first opponent, Vulture, was it?
Yeah, Vulture.
And they do, the fighting scene was good. I really loved it. I would put it on an A tier.
An A tier. For me, it's on B tier. No, I think it's on S tier. S tier, A tier. There's so many tiers, man. But yeah, no, Spider-Man: Homecoming was pretty enjoyable. I've only watched it once, but for that 1 second, I really enjoyed my time with the movie. It wasn't all boring, and I think Pancakes is a little bit of something by putting it on the C tier. And my comedy, Dragon has something against this movie because he put it on the F tier. A lot of people, there's some divide, and I'd say put it on B tier. There's a little bit of a divide on this movie, which I mean, yeah, it's Spider-Man. But yeah, no, I do think it's a great movie, and it's not one of those movies I can say drop in and go ahead and watch. It's one of those movies you kind of have to do some homework for.
Yeah.
But yeah, great movie. Next is Thor Ragnarok.
By far, it's kind of one of the greatest Thor movies because it got this colors and more introduction, more shock, more of the shock factor when Hela, I think Thor's sister, breaks Mjolnir, and we got to see Thor, oh yeah, the invincible Thor with his mighty Mjolnir. We finally got defeated, and we finally got to see more brother time between Loki and Thor. We got to see more characters that will help Thor soon, defeat Hela. It probably has one of the most famous meme templates. And the end credit scenes of Thor Ragnarok were shocking. And yeah, I would definitely give this an A tier.
An A tier. For me, it's an S tier. Love this movie. One of the best movies in the MCU. And it's really funny. It's really, really funny. That's why it's on S tier. It's just it kind of revolutionized the MCU. It kind of revolutionized Thor to be this funny character because it needed it. In the comics, Thor is a very serious character, but it's not going to be resonating with audiences, so they have to make it funny, and that's a change that I can really appreciate. So yeah, that's why it's an S tier for me. So next is Black Panther.
Honestly, I gotta put this on an A tier. Like, you get like, I don't know, like it's like more diverse, and Black Panther is actually like a really cool, superhero. He's I don't know how, but he's actually really cool. The movies are great to compose. I don't know. I don't got too much to say, but I would definitely put this on A tier.
For me, it's on B tier. It is. I keep saying it. I keep saying it again. For me, it is a great movie, but there are many things. Not many things, but there are things that bring it down to B tier that sadly are that persist in the movie, and it kind of breaks it out to that B tier. Like the villain doesn't really make any goddamn sense. You know?
Yeah, like I would say that Killmonger isn't one of the best villains in the MCU.
This movie is also very overhyped by people. But yeah, no, it is a great movie, but there are many things that bring it down.
True.
So then moving on to our big event of the MCU, Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, this one is definitely S tier. I don't know. It's like we get all the Avengers gather up to defeat like this formidable foe, Thanos with his Infinity Gauntlet. Sadly, we get to see Loki die. We get to see Iron Man, Doctor Strange finally, like after I don't know. Wait, when was it released again?
If you're asking, it was released in April of 2018.
Oh wow! So
it's been almost 4 years.
Damn! Like finally, Doctor Strange appeared for 4 years. He actually plays a really important role. We get to see Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man. We get to see all these characters trying to stop Thanos. We get to see the infamous snap, which is really shocking because it was like this like Russian roulette. We didn't know like who would die or who would be saved. Unfortunately, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy crew perish except
Rocket Raccoon and Nebula.
Yeah, like that was the saddest part. T'Challa, but of course the main characters, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow survived. I think Hulk 2 and many other characters survived, but still, this isn't top classics. Like, this is an S tier.
Yes, for me, it's also an S tier. I believe wholeheartedly this is the best Avengers movie, and it is the best MCU movie. It is the best MCU movie. It has a lot to fulfill, and it definitely does fulfill it very much. It has all of these things it has going, and it all culminates in one epic conclusion. Yep. So that's also why it's on S tier for me. But next is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, this one is S tier. Like the jokes that Luis makes, Luis and the two dudes. Like the jokes, the comedy, top S comedy. Like it's really, I see this movie really aimed towards PG. I don't see like very much violence nor nothing like nor gruesome deaths like the previous movie Ant-Man, where the main enemy gets killed by shrinking. We get to see the Wasp's mother. We get to see like more comedy, pretty epic fighting scenes. I would give this a top hard classic S.
All right. Yes, this movie is very goofy. It is definitely. It feels like a comic. It feels like a moving comic, like a live action. It definitely is, but it does feel very much like a live action comic. But sometimes it's a bit too goofy. That's for me. That's why it's on B tier for me. It's a bit too goofy sometimes. But next is for me a very low point in the MCU. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, like to be honest, I really didn't understand like the entire plot of Captain Marvel. Like when I was seeing it in the cinema, I was like, hold on, like it was really confusing. I still cannot explain it to this day. Like I thought Nick Fury lost his eye because of I don't know, like this cool battle, not because of some alien cap. But still, something that really carries on. I would put this on a C, only because of the fighting scenes, probably. This actually is like a pinpoint to like other like like example in the series or anything. You could have I don't know, but it's really good. I just put it on C tier.
Well, for me, it's an F tier. It had very bad promotion. It had very bad it was the Captain Marvel herself was very unlikable in the movie. She had no emotion. She really didn't do anything really important because it never was mentioned. I guess everyone just forgot. Like, oh, in the 90s it was an alien thing. Oh, we just forgot. It went off. Like, it's not. It's a movie that if we were to take it out of everything, it would have made more sense if Captain Marvel would have been like this like unknown shield agent. That would have made more sense than a hybrid from space. I guess I don't know. There are some things you can change about in this movie that it's just nonsensical. It's just nonsensical. So that's why for me it's on F tier. Again, I have to reiterate, these movies are like 1-2 tiers above what they actually are. If we were to talk general movies, but the movie would go on like a D tier. But yeah, for me at least. So next is Avengers Endgame.
Oh, this one is definitely S tier. Like it's like a grand finale. Like you get to see all the remaining survivors gather up and fighting Thanos. Thor and finally aims for the head, but regrets the decision. He escapes. He gets overweight, but still, it got great comedy. We get finally to see one of the best crossovers. Hulk giving a taco to Ant-Man, two of the most comedic characters. Finally, I don't know. Joining up, we get to see more context of every character. Like we got to see the end, not like the end, the aftermath of the battle of the Great Snap. Superheroes, when they finish a battle, everything is saved and all. But after Infinity War, Thanos snapped, half of the universe got wiped, a lot of families, got destroyed. Basically, we got to see more of the quantum, I don't know where was the Wasp's mother?
The quantum realm.
What?
The quantum realms. That's what you're saying. The quantum realm.
Yeah, the quantum realms. They use a lot of quantum realm and everything. The ending is sad, but we all gotta agree. The end scene, the end fight scene, the fight scene, it was epic. It was just really good. But the ending scene was very sad. We got to see one character die, Iron Man, and Captain America travel back in time to stay with Peggy. I don't remember who was Captain America's love interest. I don't remember who.
Peggy Carter.
Peggy Carter. Oh, I got the name right. And yeah, this movie is a top certified S.
For me, I got to agree a lot. It's a B tier, mainly because there are a lot of nonsensical things in this movie. The final battle, although very epic, it is 40 minutes long, or like 30 minutes long, which I guess adds to epicness. But come on, like it feels very long, and I think this movie shouldn't be 3 hours long. There are a lot of things you can cut in this movie that are just not needed, but it doesn't need to be 3 hours, which is why it's on B tier. It is a good movie, but it is not the best in the MCU for me. It is a worthy conclusion if you want to stop it there. I will give it that. It is a worthy conclusion, but it's not the best, I would say. But next is Spider-Man Far From Home.
I haven't watched that movie yet, but I heard like in the aftermath there was like something big that happened with like Peter.
Yeah, no.
And...
Hey, so just to catch up before you watch what was it? Before you watch No Way Home, at the end of Far From Home, Mysterio reveals to the world that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the world accuses him Spider-Man, that he killed Mysterio with his drones, but I don't know what happened. So
yeah, I mean, it goes to haven't seen because you haven't seen the movie. You can't form a full opinion on it. But yeah, no, it's a little bit. That's the only thing you need to know before you're going into Spider-Man No Way Home, which we'll do an episode on later on. But yeah, as soon as everyone who wants to be an episode watches it. But whatever. So next is so this you haven't watched Far From Home. We can't really give it. For me, Far From Home is on I forgot, like B tier. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, B tier. I wasn't my favorite when I first watched it. So yeah. But next week I had a year-long break, almost a year-long break over a year-long break from the MCU. For in January of 2021, WandaVision started. So,
I gotta put WandaVision on S tier. I don't know. It's like one of the first Marvel series I watched. It was really great. The plot, it was really good. It like deals with like not all heroes like after the match or after the fight they're like okay. Like Wanda experiences like trauma maybe, so she like creates like her own bubble to isolate herself and like to make herself like the perfect life. The ending was really sad. The enemy was such a plot twist. Like I didn't know that. Like it was Agatha. I was like, hold up, what? And they revealed like they hired Quicksilver, but the Quicksilver from X-Men. I was so hyped, and I bet Marvel. I don't know how Marvel allowed that joke. They used a boner joke. I was impressed because I usually don't see Marvel doing those types of jokes. But still, overall, the series, it's a top tier S.
Yes, for me, I'm almost a pretty honest here. No, for me, it's A tier. There are probably things to bring it down, but from that S tier. But it's it's great. It's a great series. Yes, I will give it that. It's very bold in doing that joke. However, the MCU did very, very worse things later on. Eternal set scene.
Oh my god.
We'll discuss that in the Eternals episode. But yeah, I know, like, obviously, Agatha, I can't wait to see more of Agatha in her own series, Agatha House of Harkness, which is coming out sometime in the future. But yeah, no, like, it's a very good, it's a great series. So, next, for like 3 consecutive, for next 2 things, the series. So that's it, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I still haven't watched that series, but I heard it was average.
Yeah, no, I will. It's on B tier. For me, it's on B tier for one specific reason, and that is episode 2. Episode 2 was hot garbage.
Oh, damn.
It is the worst episode of any MCU series, not counting the entirety of Iron Fist, which is probably not canon. But yeah, no, it's pretty bad. And that's the thing that brings down the B tier. If it wasn't for that episode, it'd be on an A tier. I mean, I enjoyed the series, but it's on B tier for episode 2.
Damn.
So next is Loki.
I still haven't watched that, but I'm planning on watching it this week. But I heard it was really good.
Yeah, no, it's good. For me, it's on S tier. One of the best of the MCU. The best series that's ever been. So yeah, that's good. And next is obviously just to finish it off. It's Black Widow. The first Phase 4 movie, Black Widow.
I still haven't watched that yet.
I want to wait on that off. The exact same way we ended it off last time. The exact same way. With Dragon, he wasn't going to be in the Black Widow episode, so I just said, hey, just do a ranking for Black Widow. And then he said, I haven't seen it yet. We've ended this episode. Actually, we've ended all of the MCU to this episode with nobody watching Black Widow. Like, with the last guy who was saying the series haven't watched Black Widow. I guess at least one guy hasn't watched Black Widow yet. In the first episode, it's Seed. Whatever. In the first episode, in the first part of MCU tier list, at Seed went ahead and said, I haven't watched this. I haven't watched the movie, and he wants to watch the movie. So what happened was that we were gonna give our tiers for the movie, and then we were gonna discuss it later in the episode. We made the episode, whatever. Then on the other episode, Rock Comedy wasn't allowed to make his tier. He wasn't allowed to do that because he was gonna be in the episode. So what was the point, right? And then Dragon's like, okay, Dragon, you make your tier on Black Widow, and he hasn't watched the movie yet. So, and now there's you, which I asked, hey, we tier Black Widow, and to end it off, they haven't watched Black Widow yet. Wow, it's been the same for every single MCU tiers episode. Huh? Never noticed that. Interesting. Why? So yeah, I mean that's it. Ending it up like the same way as every other episode of this. Wow, what a quinky link. Anyway, so Sr. Oats, say your goodbyes.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night.
We will hopefully you keep listening to us, and goodbye. Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Meet with Faye. Today I'm joined by Pancakes and Sr. Oats. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
I'm not feeling very good.
A duality of man, I guess. Anyway, so we're back with a new Media Consumers. This time this one's to celebrate, not to celebrate the reward. It's to commemorate the fact that we're pretty much a week away from the release of the Book of Boba Fett. We will be discussing our hopes and expectations for the series later on. Actually, very, very, very soon. However, I mean, let us begin, I guess. So there's not much to say. So let's begin with our first theme of this episode, the shows category. Let's begin with the shows that will premiere, and can you stop with the Jurassic Park reference?
What?
You get it if you watch Jurassic Park 3. Anyways, speaking of the shows that will premiere and be arrived in January of next year. If you want to say anything about these shows, please wait until I'm done with listing them all. So on January 1st, we have We Baby Bears. On January 2nd, we have Next Level Chef. On January 3rd, we have The Cleaning Lady. On January 4th, we have Judge Steve Harvey. On January 5th, we have Good Sam. On January 6th, we have Joe Millionaire for Richer or Poorer. On January 7th, we have Search Party. On January 9th, we have The Righteous Gemstones, Pivoting, Somebody They Knew with Tamron Hall and Smiling Friends. On January 11th, we have Naomi and The Kings of Napa. On January 12th, we have American Greed. On January 13th, we have Peacemaker. On January 14th, we have The Expanse, the Dr. Oz show, Dr. Oz show, The House, and Archive 81. On January 16th, we have Somebody Somewhere. On January 18th, we have How I Met Your Father and The Good Dish. On January 20th, we have Single Drunk Female and Supernatural Academy. On January 21st, we have Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock, and As We See It. January 24th, we have Promised Land and The Gilded Age and March. On January 28th, we have The After Party and In From the Cold. And finally, on January 30th, we have Monarch. So, any thoughts about any of the shows I just mentioned?
Those are shows.
Those are shows.
You're
They
telling
might
me.
be good, though I don't have like a strong opinion, but they might be good shows.
You're telling me all the shows you compiled for the episode are located entirely within January.
No. I'm saying this is the ones that are premiering, ending, and being revived in January.
Okay.
I mean, the only one we can really talk about is Peacemaker, because it's the only one out of all of those that we're making an episode on. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited, actually. Is this anything? No, that's nothing. So yeah. I mean, we're making an episode on Peacemaker. We're gonna be talking about Peacemaker in its own episode and a week before its premiere, because we're making immediate consumers on that. A week before premiere, which is next year on January. So there you go. That's your first January episode. That I can confirm. Two 2022 episodes. So yeah, anyways, let's move on to our first true show. Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Okay. So I don't know much about them, but Devil Dinosaur, I recognized him from a episode of Hulk and the Gang. It was an animated movie from like 2004. I instantly recognized him. We got greeted by the actor of Morpheus. I forgot the name. Really nice guy. I'm kind of excited for this series, only for Devil Dinosaur though. Moon Girl, I don't know nothing about.
Pancakes? Or
Alright, so I think that this show has a unique art style that can really emphasize on how Marvel has evolved.
well, for me, I always did love Devil Dinosaur. Moon Girl, I don't know much about, but I always appreciate Devil Dinosaur. I think it's one of those characters that should be brought to the MCU. Although, I think it'd be a little bit of a stretch to include a giant red dinosaur and a small child in the MCU as heroes and their own thing. So, it's something outside the MCU that I can really appreciate for not being it's too weird to be in the MCU. I mean, we do have magic and all that stuff, but I think it's a bit weird when you see a giant dinosaur in the MCU. So, it's now the MCU, so I'm kind of glad. Not because I don't want them to be, it's too weird. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested. So it's coming summer 2022. Next is Freak Angels.
Freak Angels. I really loved it. Like I thought it was gonna be like, okay, this series like from thumbnail looks weird, but actually, more in detail. And actually, is a pretty interesting, series. It really is. It's like in this post-apocalyptic Earth. It's like first thing that came into my mind is like, oh yeah, it's like Evangelion 2.0, but with less psychology lessons. But still, I'm really excited for that show. Really.
Pancakes.
No comment.
No comment. I got a Gmail message. Okay, I'm gonna check that later. It might. For me, I had some digging on Freak Angels, and it looks like cool. However, sadly, it is part of the Crunchyroll's originals. Also, it is Crunchyroll, and it's mainly known as a anime website. It's not an anime. It is American. It is based on American property, and it's made by Americans. It is not an anime. It's anime style like Avatar and let's see.
How dare you?
Castlevania, exactly. Castlevania. Castlevania is based on a Japanese property, but it's an American show.
God bless America.
But yeah, no, Freak Angel is not an anime, even though it's made by an anime. It's produced by an anime service. However, it is part of the Crunchyroll originals. Now, the only other Crunchyroll original is High Guardian Spice.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
So there's not much. There's not much. You can't really get worse than that.
Hold on. Alright, you're saying that the only other Crunchyroll original in general, or only Crunchyroll original made by American people?
It's the only other Crunchyroll original. Period.
That is wrong, because Tower of God is also a Crunchyroll original.
Tower of God is on HBO Max.
It used to be a Crunchyroll original.
It used to be, but it's not anymore, so it doesn't count. There you go. It's like Soul. Soul was original, but now it's on YouTube to buy. No, it's not. Yeah. Also, yeah, you can buy Soul. I just said that, but whatever. Like, yeah. I mean, there's not much to overcome there. Like you can't get worse than Guy Guardian Spice. We're not doing an episode on Guy Guardian Spice.
Damn.
Never. However,
No.
yes, this doesn't have much to overcome in that statement, so it's probably gonna be the High Guardian Spice. If it's worse, I'll be very surprised. But yeah, let's see what this show can bring if it has good reviews and whatever, eh? I don't know, Crunchyroll.
Nothing can be worse than High Guardian Spice.
Exactly.
Doesn't have creativity.
Let's hope. It's based on a property, so let's hope. So anyways, it is coming on January 27th of next year. Next we have The Witcher Blood Origin.
Well, I'm kind of excited. I'm not a big fan of the Witcher series, but it's fun to, watch some episodes, but still pretty excited.
Well, Pancakes just a dip on us, probably for a little bit. He's gonna come back, but we can kind of go over this. I've been meaning to watch The Witcher for a long time, ever since the first season came out. The second season is out. Came out the same time as Spider-Man, actually. But I've been meaning to catch up. This is a prequel to that.
Probably. I don't see.
The prequel, so it's probably not going to require any watching from original, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm interested. Probably need to watch every freaking episode of The Witcher, whatever. So yeah, The Witcher Blood Origin is coming next year. No release date. So next is The Legend of Vox Machina.
Well, first thing that show came. First of all, it's like, oh yeah, that show really reminds me of Invincibles. I don't know, like the same art style, and since it's going to, I think, Amazon Prime, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's really cool. I really loved it. I'm really, excited for its release.
Okay. It is. Give me a minute. It is made by the. It is produced. It is distributed by Amazon Prime. It is gonna be an Amazon Prime original, and it does have very much resemblance. However, it seems like as that humor where it's trying to deconstruct its own genre, and it's like that's so overdone.
True.
So yeah, if it wants to be a comedy, it has to overcome some certain things, Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's any hope. I hope there's some hope, but whatever. So The Legend of Vox Machina is coming January 28th, 2022. And finally, we are discussing the Book of Boba Fett. So.
Oh, I'm really excited for this series. Since they introduced Boba Fett to The Mandalorian, I was really hyped. Probably The Mandalorian, Boba Fett will appear, obviously. Probably Mandalorian, probably Han Solo, I'm not sure, probably. But this is probably more set in Tatooine, and the problems in Tatooine. Who knows, probably Boba Fett might abolish, the slavery problem over there in Tatooine, but I'm really excited for the aftermath, so I'm really excited for this series.
Yeah, no, like, Boba Fett was a favorite character. We kind of all knew that he would survive the Sarlacc pit. So, I mean, we're happy to see him back, and he's getting he's getting more screen time than the entirety of the original trilogy, so, I mean, I think in Mandalorian alone, he has more screen time than the original trilogy. Like season 2 on. And he says more lines.
Finally.
And now we're getting a lot more screen time. We're getting what is it? I think the Star Wars is like 5 hours in length, like all of it. So we're getting like pretty much more than a Boba Fett movie. We're getting more content than a Boba Fett movie.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. That this series can do. It will apparently tie into a bigger storyline later on. Hopefully, they didn't cancel that because of the in quotations cancellation of right. Is it like what is it? It's something of the New Republic. I forgot the name, but it was a series that hasn't been developed since its announcement.
Rangers of the New Republic, correct?
Rangers of the New Republic, right. It hasn't been there's nothing in development for that series as of now. Like it hasn't moved on yet, so it might have been canceled. They didn't say it was canceled. They just said that no, it hasn't been developed yet in anything other than like a title.
Probably, but I think it's like in standby since they're going, for the Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, Ashoka, the series, and so they're just gonna like make way for these series sooner or later. Like example, the Star Wars Acolytes, Rangers of the New Republic, and probably many more.
Yeah, so, but Acolyte is part of the this whole overarching story. It's part of the High Republic story. Honestly, I'm actually pretty excited for Acolyte because it's supposed to be darker series.
Yeah,
so I think honestly, Star Wars isn't like that dark on like the Jedi and Sith side. So I'm honestly what the series does.
True, but I bet that in Star Wars Acolytes, I'm not sure. They would reveal Darth Plagueis. No, Darth Plagueis' backstory, It would be really dope if they actually reveal his backstory and origin.
Yeah, but Acolyte's a long way to go.
True.
But yeah, Book of Boba Fett. It's a start. Mandalorian was our start, and Book of Boba Fett is gonna be. It's like Book of Boba Fett. I don't want to compare it to Incredible Hulk. I don't want to compare it to Incredible Hulk, man. It's not the Incredible Hulk of this new Star Wars thing, but it's the second installment. It's like a little step.
Yeah.
Hopefully, to expanding more of the Star Wars universe, because it's mostly been just Jedi and Sith. So yeah, hopefully, it's good. Hopefully, it expands the universe in interesting ways. Hopefully, we see some characters that from Star Wars Legends, the now non-canon, entirely different universe. Hopefully, we see some characters from there. They could adapt a lot of stories, but they don't want to because it's Disney and they want to make their own stories. However, they took the entirety of Book of Boba Fett surviving from Legends. Goddamn, just pick a side.
Yeah.
Actually, I think a lot of things for Legends, just like Park is taking, the Jurassic World movies are taking a lot of inspiration from the Jurassic Park novels. So I like to see that they're taking more inspiration from the original universes. That's what they should be doing from the start, because Star Wars Legends has a lot of content they can make a lot of stories out of and make a lot of money from.
True.
Like Star Wars Legends, it extends to like the very future of Star Wars, like the very past of Star Wars. It is wild.
Indeed.
I hope they visit more of that as Star Wars like Legends did. Because Legends has a lot of things that in big theater format. So hopefully, if it's good, we will be doing an episode on that as soon as the series finishes. Which again, probably in January. So
Probably.
Expect an episode in January, February.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, Book of Boba Fett. We'll definitely do an episode on that. We will do an episode on every single thing that Star Wars produces. Our series, not comics. We don't cover comics.
Yeah.
As for now, we don't cover comics. We're not, because I'm not a comic reader.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. We might cover Star Wars Eclipse, but whatever. If we all buy a thing. Yeah, I mean, that's it for the series. Now we're going to movies. This is quite a lot, actually. So on January 1st, this is the movies that will premiere on January 2022. On January 1st, we have Amityville Karen. On January 7th, we have the 355. On January 14th, we have Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, and Scream. On January 21st, we have Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre, Cyrano, or Cyrano, I don't know, Redeeming Love, and The King's Daughter. And on January 28th, you have Morbius and The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
Really excited for these movies.
Yeah, I mean, the one I can really talk about is Morbius. However, Morbius looks kind of a little bit dumb.
Kind of.
I mean, it does somewhat tie in with a lot of Star Wars. Star Wars. Star Wars. It's Spider-Man things, but yikes! As Jared Leto, Jared Leto can be a good actor. Anyone can be a good actor. However, Jared Leto is coming off of the back of Suicide Squad Joker.
Yeah.
So not a lot of good reputation with the comic book community, eh? So
Yep.
yeah.
Wait.
And as a fan of both DC and Marvel, I see no competition. They're both. I am equally excited for both. It's just that Marvel has more content.
Yeah, Marvel has a lot of content.
We will try to cover DC things, like in DC fandom. We will try to cover the 2022 movies for DC. However, people have to watch those movies. It's for us to cover them. So yeah, if enough people watch, I don't know, Black Adam, Flash, and Aquaman 2, we will cover them. And I said we cover Peacemaker, but I might be the only one covering Peacemaker. And I don't want to be the only one covering Peacemaker. I want to talk about DC. DC isn't doing anything.
Yeah, like DC is having like a slow progression.
I want to talk about the Batman movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's not much of that. There's not a lot to talk about. But Morbius, I don't know if we will cover it. It's not MCU. It's not gonna be like a big thing. Like, I mean, who's really excited for Morbius?
Yep.
Just ask me, who's really excited? I was like, I'm not excited for Morbius. I'm interested to see what the movie is truly about. But I wouldn't say I'm excited.
Yeah.
Morbius, and I think it won't be talked about a lot. So let's move on to our first true movie topic: Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Finally, we're getting like more origin and context of Dumbledore, and especially young Dumbledore. We're getting like more screen time of him and his origins. Really interesting for this movie.
I mean, yeah. I haven't followed Fantastic Beasts since like the first movie, Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find Them. That was the thing. It came out in 2016. The second one came out in 2018. I want to say, 2018. And it was bad.
Damn.
The movie ended, and I thought that was it.
Damn.
And I'm not too much of a fan of what they did, because if you don't know, the villain of the movie was played by Johnny Depp. Now, we all know what happened with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yes.
Warner Bros. Fired Johnny Depp.
Yep. Like, why though?
Because it was early in development of the movie. It was earlier in the case. What I'm trying to say it was early in development of the movie, and it was early in the case. So Warner Bros. Thought we don't wanna get involved with this. We don't want to seem like, because it was very early, people were blaming Johnny Depp, right? So like, we don't want to get in trouble for giving Johnny Depp, so they fired Johnny Depp, and then they replaced him with Matt Mikkelsen. Now, Matt Mikkelsen isn't a bad actor. He played the villain of Doctor Strange 2. But that's not much of an acting credit, because he did nothing in that role. However, Matt Mikkelsen is apparently a good actor. I don't know, but he can get some work done as villains. So I'm not like Matt Mikkelsen is a bad actor to replace Johnny Depp with. It's just the fact that they kicked out Johnny Depp, but in reality, it was proven later on that Johnny Depp didn't do anything.
No.
So, it's a bit messed up. Johnny Depp did not deserve this.
Yep.
The movie's coming out, and I gotta say, I hope it's put on a second one. So yeah. Fantastic Beasts and The Secrets of Dumbledore is coming April 15th of 2022. Next we have thoughts on Moonfall. Okay, so I guess I will start. Moonfall looks it looks interesting. I'm always interested in like space stuff of movies.
Yeah.
And okay, you continue.
Moonfall seems really interesting. I'm liking how they're making a lot of space movies. Really interesting.
Yes, it's one of those things that doesn't get explored a lot, and that's like the vast unknown of space. Like, we don't really know what's out there, but people kind of go into like, oh, it's just a bunch of aliens. Well, what kind of aliens, you know?
Yeah.
It's people like, when we think of aliens, people think of little green men.
That is not an alien.
It's not an alien. When I think of aliens, I think of Lovecraftian beings that will mess with your mind. That's what I think an alien is, because an alien is a little green man with laser guns. An alien is something a little bit more terrifying. So yeah, I mean, I love when movies do this kind of thing where it's an alien isn't actually human. It's a thing you know is a living creature, but you can't really pinpoint what it is. You can say it looks like this thing, it looks like that thing, but you really know. It's an interesting concept. I love what they're taking with space, where now we have all this technology, we can really show like people's visions. Like, I would love, like, this movie is a really good step into, I don't know, a movie based on Lovecraft's works, but not a movie based on Lovecraft. Like, that's a little bit controversial, let's say. And don't look up his cat's name. It's a little warning there. Don't look up H.P. Lovecraft. That is. Do not look H.P. Lovecraft's cat name.
Oh yeah, no, that's just cursed.
So yeah, like H.P. Lovecraft, he's probably inspiration for this. And I gotta say, he's a very fine writer. He revolutionized cosmic horror. He invented cosmic horror. Yeah. Something that cosmic horror is like the untouched thing. It's like the untouched theme, where if you want to do cosmic horror, you gotta do it well. You gotta. It has to be good, or it's very bad.
Damn.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like people don't like to do because it's challenging. It's very challenging to write cosmic horror. But if it's good, it's really good.
Damn.
But to separate art from artist, H.P. Lovecraft has revolutionized the horror genre, and cosmic horror. Especially with him being the creator of the Cthulhu mythos, which is Cthulhu is the most popular cosmic horror creature out of all of them. I mean, if anyone knows anything about cosmic horror, they know what Cthulhu is.
Yep.
Like, Cthulhu is popular. There's a lot of misconception about Cthulhu, which really sucks. But you know, this looks really interesting. Love the cosmic horror. So yeah, Moonfall.
Really
Moonfall is coming February 4th of next year.
What category are we in right now?
We are in movies, moving on to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
This movie's unique.
I really liked it, like the trailer and everything. It really interested me. Looks like they're really going deep dive in the multiverse.
Yeah, no, I see that a lot in these recent movies where it's a lot to do with the multiverse. Which I can't wait for everyone to get tired of the multiverse and they have to move on to the omniverse. And I don't know how they're gonna handle the omniverse.
Oh no, that's just really complex.
Yeah, the omniverse is pretty easy to understand. So imagine a universe made of multiverses. Yeah. So it's the omniverse is everything everywhere.
All at once.
Yeah, exactly.
So everything everywhere all at once is basically just an omniverse.
Yes. No,
Damn.
like what I'm saying, the omniverse is everything everywhere all at once. Not like the movie, but the omniverse is everything, every universe. So the omniverse is comprised of, let's say, the DC universe, the DC multiverse, the Marvel multiverse, the Predator multiverse, the Alien multiverse, every pop culture thing, everything, even our own universe is in the omniverse. There's everything in it.
Oh damn.
It's every universe, even thoughts are in the omniverse. It's not complex. It's more like, okay, if multiverses are everything, like if the Marvel multiverse, then the omniverse is every single pop culture thing. And, beyond pop culture.
So basically, a cell phone.
Yes, in a way, yes. In the way, it's the fandom app.
Damn.
Damn, bro, I'm waiting for Apple to release the new Omniverse 15.
So yeah, that's the omniverse. But I can't. The multiverse is where we are now, and I gotta say, this one's very interesting. I do like where it's taking this whole thing, where it's just a normal person having to deal with this.
So basically, work.
Kind of like Zack.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a normal guy now having to thrust back into nobody knows what Zack is. I am so sorry. We will discuss Zack in the future if you know what Zack is. If you don't know what Zack is, you will know what Zack is.
There is no escape.
You will watch Zack. We will brainwash every one of our listeners to watch Zack.
Zack is a great movie. God bless Zack.
You know that
Zack is God. Zack
our biology teacher called Zack a trash movie.
What?
Our biology teacher called Zack a trash movie.
Why?
I guess she went to the theaters and to watch, I don't know, something. And then she saw the Zack trailer. I'm like, what? And she was like, what the fuck is this garbage?
Well, it is not garbage. It is
Just like our little accomplice, our little classmate that just walked in the theater during the Zack showing.
Imagine it's just the biology teacher watching the movie, and then all 6 of us walk in about to hype up the room.
How about at every single Zack showing, we just show up?
Yeah.
We make the movie 10,000 times better.
Imagine but if it's if we just watch the movie, imagine if we book tickets for every showing.
To give you a context of how badly this movie was held in terms of reception, a group of 6 in the podcast went together to watch the movie the day after release, and it was empty.
Nobody was there. Nobody was there. So I imagine anyone who just wants to go to the theater and wants to pick out like a cheap movie, they goes to watch Zack, right? So just for fun, I don't know, just watch a movie, like a bad movie, and the person walks in and they just see us just sitting at the front seats.
Yeah.
Epic.
And we just like slowly turn our heads.
Zack is love. Zack is life.
Exactly, but Zack is for another day. We're talking about everything everywhere all at once, and it looks pretty cool. I was thinking, when I heard the name, I was thinking a little bit something else, like maybe it was literally everything everywhere all at once, but it doesn't look to have that high of a budget, so it can't be everything.
Zack is the type of guy who will get turned into an action figure. Then you buy a jar, then you put him inside the jar, but then he is so powerful. He breaks the jar and simultaneously kills you.
Yeah.
We are not making a jar joke. Anyway, so that's what everything everywhere all at once. It is coming March 25th, 2022, which was the original release date for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness before being changed on May 6th. Again, what the fuck? We have to wait 5 months for the next Marvel movie. I mean, we waited 2 years for the next Marvel movie, but that's not the point. We had one TV show a year later. Anyways, next is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Let's go, Nicolas Cage. Back at it again.
I can't believe Nicolas Cage is the other one playing himself.
Like, it's amazing. Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage. Like, God bless Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, no, Nicolas Cage. It looks really funny. This movie looks like it looks like a good time.
Like, the thumbnail, I thought was, oh, it's a Disney movie. Like, the thumbnail looked like a Disney movie, but then, like, even the title, the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, like, I thought, oh, it's just like a bodybuilder from a circus who gets hired from something, but no, it's just Nicolas Cage back at it again with his wacky adventures.
I thought it'd be like a very serious movie about like Nicolas Cage playing this like run down actor or something, but no, it's just playing himself. Having fun on a vacation, helping out this guy played by Pedro Pascal. Played by the mandolin himself. Pancakes, what are your thoughts on Nicolas Cage movie?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas.
There's rain, there's wind. And the wind follows. I don't know if I'm gonna get a The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is coming out April 22nd of next year. So next is The Bad Guys.
The art style looks promising. I hope the movie is good.
Yeah, the art is really good. Like, when I saw the Bad Guys, I was like, oh no, it's inspired by Billie Eilish. But still, the trailer, everything looks amazing.
It looks pretty good, but it is made by DreamWorks, which made How to Train Your Dragon, and but they also made another pretty bad movie. What did they make? What did DreamWorks make? I just completely forgot. Oh, DreamWorks. No, that was DreamWorks. What did DreamWorks make? It's just bad.
How dare you insult Shrek?
Who insulted Shrek?
Okay, let's be honest here. Shrek 3.
It is bad, yes, but still it's good.
It's Shrek, but it's Shrek 3.
Never mind. All Shrek movies are amazing. They are great. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Fucking hell, alright. So, yeah. Okay. Bad Guys looks pretty fine. It's a fine movie or whatever. It's coming out April 22nd next year, same day as Nicolas Cage movie. Next is The American Siege.
Let's go. Nothing beats it like Bruce Willis on Georgia. Very epic. Guns.
Nothing beats Bruce Willis on Christmas.
And on Georgia.
It's no ball, but it's something.
It is rumored that Bruce Willis trained with the likes of Nicolas Cage in his infancy.
It is rumored that it's a big rumor that Bruce Willis was in Die Hard.
How old is Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage is like 50.
He's immortal.
Damn.
Nicolas Cage is like Grogu. He's gonna grow up to be like 50 years old, and then not age from then on. You can see him in the fucking 35th century AD, and he's still Nicolas Cage.
He's 57 years old. I mean, the man does look 60 or 40.
He looks like a guy from 47 years old. Damn.
He looks 20 years. He looks like 10 years older, younger.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, American Street looks fine. Whatever. It's coming out January 7th of next year. Next is The Lost City.
I don't have a lot of opinion on it. Just impressed that Harry Potter is the bad guy. That's happened.
Harry Potter
is influenced by corrupt governors from the UK, and yeah, this is the result.
I mean, it looks fine. It doesn't look that horrible, but it doesn't look that good either.
It reminds me of Red Notice, though.
The movie that's like panned by critics, just rammed. Yeah, that one. This looks
Red Notice
just
is peak.
it just I mean, this just looks goofy. Like, this one just looks really goofy.
We all love
goofy
movies.
But sometimes a little bit too goofy. So, The Lost City is coming March of next year. Next, we're moving on to every kid YouTuber's favorite, and every Facebook mom's favorite. Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Let's go!
Let's
Rise of
go.
Gru. Finally, we got to see how Gru does his hair.
Just imagine an anime. Just imagine Gru just walks into an ancient shrine, and then out of nowhere, out of the shadows and the light, walks none other than an animated version of The Rock. And then he takes the mystical head shaver and shaves Gru's head, gives him his power, and leaves.
Damn, just like he did with Aang.
Yeah. No, Aang taught The Rock.
Hey, yo, but what happened with that mysterious doctor?
You mean the fucking doctor? You mean the Despicable Me doctor? Scientist thing?
No, he means the doctor who's also a firefighter and a construction worker and a carpenter and a plumber and a police officer and a nurse
and a tutor.
What?
And a tutor.
Yeah, an accountant, a sheriff, an astronaut, and an FBI agent.
Are those just the rock roles?
What?
Are those like every role the Rock is a thing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Mercury, you're so fucking dense. The mysterious doctor didn't get his power from The Rock. He got his power from John Cena. He's the villain.
What's his name?
He has many names, but I think one of them is Jonathan Sinfus.
Jonathan Syphilis.
Sinfus, as in Dreyfus, but with sin.
Syphilis.
No.
Alright, so Minions, I can't wait for the Facebook moms to make some really good jokes. Jokes. Good. Really. It's all those in quotations. But I mean, yeah. We get to see Gru when he was a child, still played by Steve Carell.
Let's go, Steve Carell.
So yeah, I mean, this has been delayed since last year. It was delayed for 2 years actually. So yeah. Minions: The Rise of Gru will finally come out on July 1st, 2022. So that is the movie clean.
The trailer is pretty clean.
It is pretty cool, actually. Just there in this movie.
Yep.
No comment, Pancakes? Alright, so yeah, movie looks pretty cool. The plot looks fine. It is coming out. It's coming out on January 28th of next year. Next is The Northman.
Really loved it. Like, if it's a movie about Vikings, it's gonna turn out pretty great. Like, I don't know, it's like the cinematography, like the actors, the plot, storytelling. It's really amazing. Yeah.
Oh yes, it is. It looks cool. It's now that Anya Taylor-Joy my nose. It is in this movie. I can see her acting, and I'm not too excited for the Mario movie since she was playing Peach.
Hey.
Yes, I am not too excited for this movie, for that movie, because of what I see in this movie, because she does not fit the Peach role. Yeah. Yeah, so Northman looks fine, I guess. And it is coming out on April 22nd, 2022. There's a lot of movies coming out that day. Huh? Next is Big Gold Brick.
Well, this movie concerns me. Every actor looks like a psychopath, but I think that's the purpose of the movie. Pretty scared to watch it, but at the same time, pretty excited. I have really high hopes for this movie, though.
So Big Gold Brick looks fine. It looks a little bit weird, especially that scene of Megan Fox. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yes.
That one's especially weird. But yeah, no, like it looks weird. There's Oscar Isaac. There's a bunch of actors. It's like, what are you guys doing here? Go film Moon Knight. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac, please go film Moon Knight. I want to see that more than this. I don't care if you're producing it.
Yep.
Yeah. Big Gold Brick will be coming on February 25th of next year. Now we're moving on. Now we're moving on to the gaming. The games coming out January next year.
Let's go.
On January 6th, we have Demon Dreams. We have Demon Gaze Extra. On January 11th, we have Weird West. On January 12th, we have Monster Hunter Rise for PC. On January 13th, we have Astroneer. On January 14th, we have God of War on PC. On January 20th, we have RP Golf Legends. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. On January 27th, we have Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX2. And on January 28th, we have Pokemon Legends Arceus and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection.
Wait, what was the second to last one you said?
Second last, it is Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus. I saw this video and it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I am the most excited out of all of them are Pokemon Legends Arceus. I already have Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch, even though I haven't played it a lot. And I mean, I don't know if you count 150 hours. Split. Yeah, no, I'm an addict. I'm 7. I love Monster Hunter, but I'm not getting it for PC. It got over PC is fine, I guess. I don't know if to play. But yeah, Pokemon is the one that I am most excited for. I don't know if we do an episode on that. Probably not. I mean, Pokemon fatigue is probably setting in because literally last month we had another Pokemon game, mainstream. I don't know if any one of you is getting Pokemon Arceus. This is not big. I'm the only big Pokemon fan here. So yeah, Pokemon Arceus. Now, so much just think that's someone gonna appear like very soon. Also, Rainbow's distraction. We're finally getting that thing off our backs. But I don't want to touch upon Ubisoft thanks to their recent marketing. So next, our true first announcement is the Genshin Impact Arataki Ito character.
Hey yo, it's the first character that isn't a girl, so Discord moderators will really stay away.
We're forgetting.
There's like
Oh my gosh.
I know like 5 people that are excited for this, but yeah.
You know, like 5 people. I am like a casual Genshin Impact player. I'm not involved in the fandom.
I don't play because it has way too many gigabytes.
I don't play because I get fucking bored easily. I have expressed my not my distaste, but my not like I'm not I'm the biggest fan of open world games.
You're not?
No, I've said it multiple times that I think that they're not a bad genre, but they ruin gaming.
But open world,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they ruined gaming fandoms.
You know what really ruined gaming? That one mobile game where you have to walk around a long platform as a lady with really long hair or nails, and collectibles go on, and your hair and nails grow.
Oh no!
Either that or your shoe height increases.
Oh no! That's just no loco. Like those games, they just ruined the entire mobile game industry. Like no.
And then it's just levitating by Dua Lipa playing in the background.
Oh my god! Like what's so fun about watching?
Than Cardi B.
What?
No, to be honest, what's so funny about watching a woman walk while her hair is growing uncontrollably, or your shoes growing uncontrollably? Like, what's so funny about that?
It's not about funny. It's about enjoyment, and it has zero enjoyment.
True. Like, what's so entertaining about that?
People like it apparently.
Damn.
It's called a fetish.
Como?
Anyway, so what we're talking about again, I forgot. Yes, Arataki Ito. Where was I going with this? I am a casual player, and I think that open world games have ruined gaming fandom. You know why? Because every fucking game, apparently, to this fucking generation, has to be a fucking open world. It's like every fandom is asking, when are we getting our Mario open world game?
We have one. We have one.
Mario?
Yeah.
Mario? The first Mario.
No, Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is an open world.
Speaking of Mario, I saw the Mario series at Netflix, and I love it.
Okay, but Mario Odyssey is an open world because open world is one big level that you can just go in and out no long time. But Mario Odyssey isn't open world because you have them.
Yeah, but open world games are really fun. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Assassin's Creed is open world.
But after a while, you just kind of bored of trying to explore everywhere, trying to find like every fucking Korok seed in the fucking world. I am not the biggest fan of Breath of the Wild.
I got every Korok seed.
It's good for you, but I'm not the biggest. But my main gripe is obviously Breath of the Wild is the biggest open world game, and it's why Nintendo is being pushed to make more. But yeah,
Yeah.
god damn it, it's not even that good of a game. But yeah, I mean, it's I get bored easily to Genshin Impact, so that's why I don't play it. I'm more a casual player. I don't really care the fandom. I hate the fandom. Yeah. I don't know when the character's coming out. I think he's already out or whatever. So next is the PS5 DualSense Galaxy Collection.
Can't say really much. Don't have a PS5, but the colors do seem really interesting, and they really like bring up like a lot of like color and like life to the controls, and like makes it more fun to play with the controls.
They look nice.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, finally we're getting more colors than red, black, and white. I mean, last year it was already like a blessing to get two colors that aren't white. We got black and red, and yeah, I mean, they look fine, I guess. But you know, whatever. So they will come this year. So next is the PS5 console covers.
They're really cool. They're like just like the same as the controllers. They bring life and color to the console.
I canonically cannot remove the faceplates.
I probably can. However, I won't risk it. And the faceplates are $55.
Oh damn, that's a lot.
Each?
However, I'm looking at that black one and I'm going.
You're climaxing.
I might waste money on the black faceplates. I might invest. Honestly, I might invest. Oh, if only I could change my PS5's my PlayStation's lights. If it comes with an option, not like the plates, but if there's an update, I can change the lights from the PlayStation to make them red. Oh, it might be a hard sell.
All the colors of the rainbow.
Not all the colors, but if I get the customized, like if I can make the white light red, I'm buying this shit. I probably already will. I probably already bought it. I'll probably sell I don't want to sell the white ones. I might switch it up a little bit. You know, I might make like one white, one black, and then two black, one white. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might want to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if I want to waste $55 on all of it. Or not. I don't want to waste $55 on each. So yeah, I mean they're coming next year as well. So next is Assassin's Creed Valhalla: Dawn of Ragnarok.
I'm actually really hyped up for this game. Like, the game was so good it had to have a sequel. It really had to.
Too many times. Too many games with Ragnarok as its title.
There's been 3.
It's like very fantasy, and it's not like your normal average Assassin's Creed game. It actually got this like fantasy on it, which makes it really unique.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't want to talk about Ubisoft a lot because we know what Ubisoft did, and so I mean, I don't want to give Ubisoft that much of attention, but I gotta say, Assassin's Creed is kind of going on a downfall, and not much to talk about, not much to say. So, for those of you who want this DLC, it is coming on March 10th of this year. So next is Trek to Yomi. What?
Wait, is it a game or a DLC?
It's a DLC.
Oh, I thought it was a game. My bad.
Don't worry about it. It's like when Miles Morales was to announce is this a DLC or a game? And it was a game.
Oh, just like what they did with just like what they did with Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, right?
I mean, Odyssey and Origins are different games. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but they just bombarded them with DLCs.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft. Well, it's not gonna be EA where there's a DLC that costs more than the game.
Yep.
God damn it, I hate EA.
EA.
Anyways, next is Trek to Yomi.
Trek to Yomi. Well, the game actually seems really cool. It's like very like samurai. It's like black and white, which I've seen some Japanese movies in black and white that they're like the samurai and everything. And I think like the game got inspiration from it, but it's really good. The game mechanics seem nice. I'm really excited to see it launch.
I mean, yeah, it looks fine. It looks really cool. Actually, I like the art style a lot. It really brings like unique flair to the game. But yeah, Trek to Yomi will be coming out on spring of next year. Next is Shadow Warrior 3 and the Naraka Blade Point crossover.
Well, I don't have very much like opinion on it, but it seems really great. It adds like this Asian culture with like post-apocalyptic and monster fighting. Seems really great.
I mean, I haven't heard of either of the games, but I always like to see crossovers between games as they make sense, and this one makes sense a lot. So yeah. So this crossover will be coming next year, or early next year. And next is the Rainbow Six Siege Snow Brawl event.
I really like it. It really brings the festive mood into this, into game and everything. Snowball, like something to keep them away from violence. But it's really great. I really loved it. Like it really brings out the festive season.
All right.
As soon as I saw Rainbow Six, I just looked away.
All right. So Rainbow Six Siege again. I don't want to talk about Ubisoft a lot, even though that's probably like this episode actually. But yeah, no, looks fine for any Rainbow Six Siege players.
But
The
something that I really noticed is like the snowballs are OP. Like one hit and you're dead, which is like really weird though.
It's like oddball in Splitgate. I know Pancakes knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Balls stolen.
Balls. I love balls.
Ball stolen. Ball secured. Just die for 30 minutes.
Ball reset. Anyways, it will run until January 4th next year. And that's a Stray Blade.
It's a stray, but still, the trailer is really great. I really love the game. Can't wait for the gameplay of it. But it's really great, like the swords, the mechanics, weapons, basically. Even the worlds, they just add just a little bit the color of it. It's really great. I really loved it.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty interesting. I'm actually quite interested in the game. Might be one of those indie games that I buy.
Yeah, I really love those types of indie games. They're OP.
Not OP, but I mean, I love some indie games. I mean, I have some indie games that I really enjoy to play. I have some I finished. Not finished, but finished the story. Mainly being of the Pathless. I love that game. But I love these type of games. I'm predicting this one I might actually buy it. I played it a lot, but it's a lot for one of the main consumers that had the Thunderful World presentation. I never bought those games because I don't think they've come out yet. Yeah. It is coming out next year. Next is Terminator Dark Fate Defiance.
At first, when I saw the official trailer, release, I thought it was a movie. then I saw like the gameplay and the official reveal trailer. I understood it was a game, but the gameplay is like really epic, really great. It's like very strategical, 3D. It's like you manage to move your troops and like in this like tactical area formation and depends on the formation. I really love it. I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming to PC only, which yeah, but it's one of those strategy games. I like strategy games. I like these things, but however, what this definitely needs is a speed up button.
True, like it's so slow though. But I hope
It is slow. It's pretty boring. Those games. I mean, I should know. I played the first Jurassic World Evolution, and they don't have a speed up button, so you kind of have to do a lot of waiting for some things. But it does need a speed up button to make up for lost time, so you get the things done quicker.
But hopefully the devs in the future will like build up a speed button. Like they definitely gotta do that because it's kind of slow, like to see your troops move and attack. But this game has a really bright future ahead.
Yeah, pretty hyped at it. However, it is using the title of like one of the most unfortunate Terminator movies. That being Dark Fate. So yeah. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, so not like the movie. So Terminator Dark Fate Defiance will be coming next year sometime. Next is Destiny 2 Season of the Lost: The Dawning.
I really love that you get to bake cookies and you get to really experience the festive season. I'm really excited for this.
I get that. It's holiday and stuff, but this update made Destiny 2 look more interesting, at least from the content end.
I've played Destiny 2 once because when I try to re-download it, it takes fucking forever.
Damn.
If you want to play Destiny 2, you'll be staring at a screen for more time you're playing the game.
Damn.
So a little bit apprehensive going back to Destiny 2. I remember Destiny 2 being kind of fun. It got stuck on some parts, but I remember it being pretty fun. Now it's free, you might play it with some people, but I don't know. Destiny 2 looks fun. And this update looks fun. And am I a big Destiny 2 fan? No, I just played it because I could. So yeah, Destiny 2 The Dawning, or Destiny 2 Season of the Lost Dawning, will be until January 4th next year. The event. Next is Sengoku Dynasty.
It's really cool. Like the game lets you experience the years of when Japan was ravaged, by enemy clans and everything, and it was in constant clan wars. And I don't know, probably in the game you might choose which clan you to be, and help your clan evolve, and I don't know. But the game seems really cool.
I mean, all I really saw was a cinematic. I wasn't really paying attention to Sengoku Dynasty. However, looks like it has a future, I guess. So, early access will be coming next year. So next is Dead by Daylight. It's Ringu, aka The Ring.
Oh, I really loved it. Like, I don't know, like, since I'm kind of a Dead by Daylight fan, don't play it, but I really love to see the gameplays, and I really get hyped by each killer reveal and everything. I'm really excited for this one. Like, Ringu is a suitable villain or killer in this game. It could have like some mechanics. I don't know, probably sabotage engines probably, and I'm really looking high hopes for this character.
I mean, Ringu, I guess the main character is something something so some inspiration to be in the game. So that means that somebody that it's been 7 days since somebody did all that. So to play as Ringu. Yeah, I saw some very fortunate circumstances, not in the game, but every time you want to go kill somebody, somebody's got 7 days. It's been 7 days to go kill some people. Love that. Love the ring. However, the movies are something else to talk about. You won't talk about it. But yeah, the Dead by Daylight Ringu, a crossover, will be coming March of next year. The next is Alicia, the Oblivion of Twin Goddesses.
Like, first off, when I saw the trailer, it really reminded me of Link, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. The animation is next level dope. I really loved it. This game might really have high hopes.
Okay. What I'm really worried about this game is that it has two very different gameplay feels, two different gameplay aesthetics that might clash with one another. And you do if you want to play it in one mode, you have to kind of play the other, and it's a bit you have to either play co-op or play by yourself. It's really, or you have to switch between the two. You have to take out your Switch from the dock, or you have to put it on the dock. It's really weird. Hopefully they fix the problem, because I can see each mode being played in the opposite mode of the Switch, and it looks fine. I think it looks fine. So yeah, interesting concept. Not that good of an execution, but hopefully the game is not as bad as the execution of their main concept is. So Alicia, the Oblivion of Twin Goddesses, will be releasing spring of next year. Next is Sea of Stars.
First off, when I saw the trailer, it kind of reminded me, I don't know for what reasons, but One Punch. I don't know, the characters, I don't know, something. It just reminded me of One Punch for some reason.
So Sea of Stars, not much. Was 2 people together. Just a little bit of a cinematic. So I can't really say much about this game. However, hopefully it doesn't really disappoint people who buy it. Yeah. So yeah, if you buy it, you bought it, and how much has changed about that. But yeah, I hope if you want to buy it, go ahead. If you don't, then it looks pretty interesting. I wouldn't blame you if you did it. If you did, and I wouldn't blame you again because it isn't in the game. Yeah. Sea of Stars will be coming holiday of next year. Next is Ollie Ollie World.
I really love Ollie Ollie. I don't know, there's something about it, Ollie Ollie. I don't know. The skateboarding, the characters, the world building especially. I really love it. I have really high hopes for this game.
This game was I think it was first revealed in a presentation of another skateboarding game. But yeah, Ollie Ollie World is the one that survived the most. So yeah, Ollie Ollie World looks pretty cool. Might not buy it. I'm not really a big fan of these games, so might not buy it. But if you do buy it, hopefully you enjoy it. So Ollie Ollie World is coming February 8th of next year. And you can pre-order now. And that is Endling Extinction is Forever.
Oh yes, probably if I play this game, a lot of waterfalls and tears will come out of my eyes. The gameplay basically is you're the mother fox trying to keep 3 of your kids alive. Probably there could be different endings on how your kids survive. There could be the worst ending, probably, which all your kids die. The best ending, all of them survive. I don't know, but this game is really strategical. It lets you play as the mother role and mother figure, and still, this is gonna bring a lot of tears to my eyes.
Yeah, no, like, I can see how. I mean, I could play probably this game. Probably not. I don't know, but it could definitely make a few tears to your eyes. Yeah, and if I don't know, your kids die in the first 5 minutes. I mean, you probably won't feel anything, but you failed the main purpose of the game.
Yeah, like the goal is really, 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 really difficult.
Looks pretty cool. I mean, it's not supposed to look cool. It's supposed to look miserable. But I mean, they did a really good job, like, to work in this game. So yeah, it is coming spring 2022. And next is River City Girls 2.
I don't have very much opinion on it, but it seems really cool. The character seems really interesting. The gameplay seems really cool. I have really high hopes for it.
Okay. I love beat 'em up games. It is a beat 'em up game. I love beat 'em up games. So yeah, I mean, I could probably buy it. So I would probably buy it. So yeah. I mean, I have a choice to buy it, but I don't know if I will. But if it's a beat 'em up, hopefully it's me enough to buy it. So yeah, it will be coming in summer of 2022. Next is War of Ragnarok.
Well, to be honest, seems kind of more like game Skyrim. Yes, like Skyrim, really epic. This kind of reminds me of sometimes, like Elder Scrolls, Witcher, Skyrim. Kind of reminds me of it, but still, like the game mechanics, gameplay, the name of it, like the monsters and everything. They're kind of complicated, but the game seems really exciting and really good.
This game it needs some polishing. It does need a lot of polishing to make it truly work. It needs to get rid of those DC Universe Online little things that like the HUD menu. It needs to get rid of those. This is apparently an MMORPG, so hopefully they don't miss that mark. Because you can make a really good MMORPG or a really bad one. Sadly, when I looked at the views, they weren't of the video. They weren't as good as I thought it'd be. That makes me sad because I feel like those people are working on those games, like working their ass off these games, and nobody really cares. It's really sad. But yeah, no, War of Ragnarok. If we were to get a little bit more polishing, it could be really good. So, it has no release date. Okay. So next is Gigabash.
First of all, it surprises me because it's basically and literally fighting, like brawling structures, like brawling skyscrapers. I bet the special boss is an airplane. I don't know, but let's hope they don't make a 9/11 reference in this game. I hope not. But still, this game looks really dope. I'm really excited for the gameplay.
Yeah, okay, it reminds me of that one game from Dreams on the PlayStation. Like, I don't know what it was called. It was called like Rumble. No, like, it was called something. It was about this little monster that the kids were trying to city. Yeah, it reminds me of that, but you're fighting different monsters. It has the same art style. I really like it. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. Probably not, but looks cool. So yeah, Gigabash is coming early 2022, but you can wish this now. Next is Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm really excited for this, especially for the creatures. And the first one, Horizon, Horizon Zero Dawn. I really love the creatures. Now they get even better. We get to see more greenery, especially since the name implies Forbidden West. I think it's L.A. maybe California, L.A. We get to see a lot of greenery. We get to see a lot of animals, especially like some fish. And I think like in the first trailer we saw a pelican. I don't know, but we saw also underwater creatures, robotic obviously, but really cool. A lot of animals. We could something that I think it would make really great if we could tame like some of these animals, since in the first game there weren't so much of tameable animals, but still. Also, what I'm really excited to see is like the progression of the main character, Aloy, and to see her, fight her inner demons and other enemies, especially like the thing that is really concerning for me is those mechanical elephants. They seem way too OP and way too difficult to like beat, but surely they'll just, I don't know, life finds a way.
So yeah, I love the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I cannot wait for this game. I was gonna be pre-ordering this game at first. However, it kept getting delayed. That's why I didn't buy it, because I couldn't, because it was kept getting delayed. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. The gameplay in the first one was amazing. I am pretty sad that almost nobody, like a few months ago, was put for free for everybody to get, and then nobody did in the friend group. However, it was free. It's a really good game. Hey, it's pretty good, and nobody like ever got it. And
is Horizon Zero Dawn free?
No, it was like April and May. Because they made it free. Yeah, no, it was free, and you could get it for. You didn't even need PS Plus. You could just get it for free.
People really missed on that opportunity. Even though, like, if I didn't know what's Horizon, I would still like get it. Like, who wouldn't get Horizon?
Yeah, it's a AAA game. And a few weeks before that, they made a bunch of indie games, including Subnautica free. It's like, damn. They were giving out a bunch of games. And Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the games that was given out for free because of the place, like, play at home, Sony's play at home campaign, where they made a bunch of games free and for everybody. You didn't even need PS Plus. You pretty much need to just have a PlayStation account. You don't even need a console. You can sign up on the PlayStation app, make an account there, and just take the games. You can just put them on your library, and and just go on ahead and keep them on your library.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like, and you got it for free and you can claim it for a limited time, and you get to keep it forever.
Damn, that's really a bundle, man. That's just really a special bundle. I really love it.
And it's not just the standard edition, it's the complete edition.
Damn.
You got the game and the DLC.
Damn, including the DLCs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's really a win-for-win. A win-for-win. Damn.
All for free. All for free. It was. Hey, the game is amazing. I did pay $20 for the entire thing. I mean, if you didn't get it for free, you can get the completion for $20. Like, it's still a really good deal.
Yeah, and like instead of other games for like 60 or like a lot.
It's everything for $20. Which, I mean, go ahead if you haven't. It's still pretty cheap for a complete edition, I gotta say. But yeah, no, Horizon Forbidden West, really excited. The game, I love the gameplay in the first one. It looks fantastic in this one. So yeah, can't wait. So Horizon Forbidden West is coming on February 18th of next year, but you can pre-order now. Next is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Well, I really love how this game combined fantasy and guns so like smoothly and like so like without any complexity or nothing. The voice actress of I think Tiny Tina is funny. I just love how like in the first one they just like you know like they like warned us with like a lot of stuff and like I've never seen crude humor being like being like warned, but still I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've been covering Tiny Tina on the podcast for a while since I think E3, and we've seen it kind of evolve into what it's now, and it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I want to, waste my money on it, but it looks cool for anyone who wants to buy it. I know a lot of people do want to buy it. So yeah, looks pretty cool. So if you do waste your money on this, I won't blame you for it. It's just something I want to waste my money on.
Yeah, but it's not like my cup of tea though, because fantasy and guns. It's pretty good. Like it was easy to mix, but it's not my cup of tea though.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't really talk about it, but I'm not the biggest fan of high fantasy. I like what I like of my fantasy is very, 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 very low fantasy.
Yeah.
Like just the tiniest drop of magic, and that's it.
Yep.
Because what I do, and I've covered my stories on the podcast before, but what I do with my stories is that magic it's just explained as very advanced sci-fi. So yeah, like in the MCU.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I thought that's my fantasy, and I like to explain a lot of things to science. So it's not really fantasy; it's more like very hardcore science fiction. It's like science fiction bordering on fantasy rather than fantasy bordering on science fiction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not a big of a fantasy fan, but I see the appeal. So next is Gran Turismo 7.
Not a big fan of racing games, but they seem really real with a huge wide diversity of cars. And I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know. This actually might seem like a really cool game.
Also, I forgot to say that Tiny Tina Wonderlands is coming on March 25th of next year. You can put it now. But Gran Turismo 7. I'm more of a fan of Forza Horizon 5, mainly because I don't like the point of view that Gran Turismo is presenting, where you're looking inside the car. I don't like that. I want to see where I'm going.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't want to have like an entire car windshield in my face trying to. I don't want that. It is realistic, but if I'm playing a game, it's I'm fun. It's not to be like them. It's so I can feel like I'm racing, but I'm not racing. So yeah. I'm not my cup of tea, not my racing game. But if I were to play a racing game, I'd play Forza Horizon.
But Gran Turismo isn't my cup of tea.
But for any Gran Turismo fans, it is coming on March 4th of 2022, and you can pre-order now. Next is Dead Cells: The Queen and the Sea.
What I really love about Dead Cells, it reminds me of those like 2014 games that are like 2D and like pixelated and kind of like Terraria, but not with Terraria. It's like fighting and everything and potions and weapons and everything. Sort of like this game. I forgot about its name, but it's like the same mechanics and gameplay as Dead Cells. But this game looks really dope, and I'm really excited to see it on
on games.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played the original game of Dead Cells. This is a DLC, but it looks fine. It's pretty cool. So yeah, waste some money on this. I won't blame you. But yeah, you're a fan of what you like. I mean, you're a fan of it. You can be a fan of anything. I don't really care. You can like anything. I won't blame you for it. Dead Cells: The Queen of the Sea is coming January 6th of next year. Very, very soon. Next is Magic the Gathering Arena, Kamigawa the Neon Dynasty.
As a previous player of Magic the Gathering Arena, I'm really surprised because usually when you join Magic the Gathering and everything, you expect to like have like fantasy cards and everything. But I got really shocked, but not like surprised when we got revealed that there's actually like Neon Dynasty and like this sort of like Cyberpunk 2077 vibe to it. But I'm really excited for it though. I'm really excited like what cool cards might be up and it seems really cool.
I am one of those people that's trying to get into Magic the Gathering, the card game, not arena. However, yeah, no, like it was also very surprising to me because I was thinking Magic the Gathering was more fantasy rather than science fiction.
Yeah.
Very, very surprising to see a Japanese Neon Dynasty coming from the future. It's not doesn't seem like it, but I mean they did make a crossover with Godzilla, so anything goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Neon Dynasty is coming on February 18th of next year. They can appear now. Next is Falling Frontier.
I really love this Falling Frontier. It's like, kind of like the same aspect of Terminator. It's like I got like 3D view. You get to see like your whole fleet, your entire satellite and fleet. You can like build new ships, cruise, destroyers. It's kind of like a mix of, ship, that game of destroying ships and battleships. Kind of, I don't know, you might, you go to other systems, star systems, create like, I would go to asteroid fields, start like mining industries to get more money and to build more ships to your fleet. Like, I really love this game mechanic, and it's like, especially like in the future with like satellites, you can build satellites, you could probably wage war with other fleets or yourselves, but I really love it. I can't wait to get on consoles.
Yeah, no, I'm also a pretty big fan of this. It is the same genre as the Terminator game. However, when I was watching this, I was thinking, hopefully there's a speed up button. And then I looked at the corner, and there's a speed up button. And I was thinking, man, I buy this game. There was just a speed up button. I saw the speed up button as well. There goes my money.
Yeah, like the problem with those games is that like sometimes their progress is way too slow, and you just wish you had like this skip button just to like speed up.
And this game has it, and I was like, man, this looks so cool. I love space. I love space travel. I love space fights. I love everything about this game. If it was just faster, that would be a great plus. And then if you have a speed up button, it's there. Then I'm buying this. If it comes to consoles, that is. If not, then I probably have a pretty good gaming PC by then. Hopefully, maybe a gaming guy laptop. It doesn't look like a game that'll take long to load. So yeah, that is not it. But the Fallen Frontier is coming quarter 2 2022, which means it's coming out between April and June of next year. Between that, not May, but between the 1st of April and the last and the 30th of June. Yeah, between those days. And our final topic is Torchlight Infinite.
Well, not much, like a lot of opinion on it, but the gameplay, like the cinematic trailer seems kinda okay. Though, like, it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know. There's like something off it. I don't know. Like the characters seem cool. The cinematic trailer, it looked amazing. But I don't know. Like if the gameplay, I don't know. It's like my cup of tea. But the game seems really interesting.
I mean, it was just a cinematic. I can't really say much about a cinematic. But cinematic was coal. Yes, it was pretty goofy, but it was the good kind of goofy, not the bad kind of goofy. There's good goofy, there's bad goofy. This is good goofy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's all. Torchlight Infinite is that's not release date, but it is a game that I'll probably keep my eye on. We're probably gonna see it in the future since that's no release date, and it's an indie game that probably get more. We'll probably see it in the future. It's just saying. So yeah, that's it. Sr. Oats, what was your favorite topic?
Oh, my favorite topic is obviously on the gaming side and probably on the movie side too.
All right, well, my favorite was really talking about Book of Boba Fett. I'm really excited for that show. It's something, and I really like talking about. I like talking about my incredible disappointment for the Constant Grindelwald, which is the second movie of a Fantasy Beast, and now we're coming on to the third one, which is Secrets of Dumbledore. So yeah, I mean that's it. Sr. Oats, say goodbyes.
Bye bye everyone.
All right, so we will see you all. I hope that you keep listening to us, and we will take more in the future.
Hello, my name is Mercury, and welcome to this brand new episode of Media FA. Today I'm joined by Dragon and Sr. Oats. How are you both?
Feeling really great.
I am ready to get this episode kick-started into outer space.
I guess the better analogy is the multiverse. Today we're talking about the only Marvel animated series that has come out yet. No other has come out yet. Nope, not at all. We're talking about What If, at least the first season of What If.
Yeah.
We'll discuss the second season when that comes out. I think next year's coming out.
If it comes out.
No, they confirmed the second season already.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, what if so who would like to begin? There's not much to say. It's just who would like to begin with their opinions on the entire series. And
I really love the series, man. I really loved it. Like it was, I don't know, like I really love seeing animated series, especially like I don't know, like American animated series. And I got really happy when like What If announced. I really had like this enjoyment of the series. Since I'm a MCU fan and everything, I really love the series. Like I felt like a connection to it. Really loved it. I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So what would you put it on the tier list?
Of episodes, correct?
No. It's just the Marvel MCU tier list overall.
Oh, S tier. It's definitely an S tier.
The series overall, yes. It's a good one.
So, I guess, Dragon.
What?
I guess you go on with your opinion. I have a lot to say.
Over the What If.
Yes, exactly. Your opinion, then your MCU tier list ranking, and where it ranks in the entire MCU.
I would join in with an S tier. I liked it, but what I straight up don't understand is how 5 people managed to beat up a robot that managed to enslave his universe and started enslaving the multiverse. I don't get that part.
The power of an imagination.
The power of the plot.
The power of the plot.
What is this
I guess that is something I can definitely agree upon. That is the power of the plot, because for me, What If it's on a C tier. Now, why is it on a C tier? I I will have to say that there are a lot of storylines that I do really like. I love the T'Challa in space story arc. I love the Doctor, especially the Doctor Strange story arc. Sorry, that arc is more like an episode. And what else is there? Really like the Ultron one story. Really loved zombies.
True.
It was really bold. Zombies were really bold. It was kind of like the closest it got into R-rated.
Yes.
However, there are some storylines that I didn't really like, and those are the first episode is just it is bad. It is just it's not like bad. It's just the first one just like it's not really good episode to start the series off on, and like a bunch of episodes after that, like either they were good or they had really good ideas, but they were executed in a way that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And then there was the finale. The finale, it felt incomplete because there was an entire episode that was missing.
Yeah, like they did not add survivors from the episode 5 What If Zombies. Like I thought it would be, I don't know, like Spider-Man with like the Doctor Strange's cape. Well, I don't know, probably he could use like his powers of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, or I don't know, or just the head of Ant-Man. I don't know, or the one
head of Ant-Man.
I mean, we'll probably see those characters again in the Marvel Zombies series.
What?
Because there will be a Marvel Zombies series. Like there's Marvel Zombies I guess episodes, more like a pilot episode to that series.
Oh, let's go. They're also going to do a series of that entire episode.
They will do a series of what happens after the episode. Yes.
Ah, finally.
Finally, jeez.
And they will be animated.
Like when I saw like Zombie Thanos, I was like, okay, they're just doomed. They're just doomed. Like it's impossible that one-legged T'Challa, Spider-Man, and the head of Ant-Man are just like the only dudes that can fight Thanos. Like I don't know, man.
So yeah, I mean, what they said for What If Season 2 is that they will include Phase 4 characters in Season 2, so we'll probably see Phase 4 characters in the Marvel Zombie series. We could see Shang-Chi, we could see the Eternals.
Shang-Chi.
They better not call that cosmic dog, that dog with the
Cosmo?
Cosmo?
Yeah, that's his name, Cosmo.
He seems such a great character. We only like saw him in episode 2, and T'Challa became Star-Lord, and like it's only like mentioned briefly in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like also mentioned in the game.
He only showed up once in the actual Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and that was like when Peter met the collectionist in nowhere.
But yes, they will definitely do something with the Phase 4 characters in What If. But the Eternals are a thing where I can definitely see them. I think Eternals will be very interesting to bring in, because like for we're kind of discussing Marvel Zombies, but it is part of What If. But I think the Eternals could be an interesting addition to the Marvel Zombies storyline, because if you've watched the Eternals film, if you haven't, I don't blame you. But the Eternals film, the main plot is that there's this celestial called Tiamat that is inside the core of the earth, and it needs the population it needs I think like humanity has to stop wasting enough energy, like, and just developed enough for it to awaken. But then the snap happened, and then it cut the population in half, and that delayed the emergence of Tiamat. So now we have a zombie plague, where people are kinda dead. It will be interesting to see how they bring the Eternals and how the story fits.
Understandable.
If I just sold the Eternals movie, you're welcome. You don't have to watch it. Hopefully, you didn't watch that movie. We'll touch upon it.
I didn't.
We'll talk about it in the Eternals episode. If you haven't watched it yet, it's gone. It's gone from theaters completely. However,
Going back to Disney, right?
what?
But it's going back to Disney, right? Like Disney Plus.
It will come on Disney Plus on January 12th. But yeah, 2 months after release, it is coming out on Disney Plus.
I swear, if it's for like paid member, like for the plus, where you get like movies early, I am going to scream.
No, you don't have to pay for it. Like, you won't have to pay for it.
Not yet.
I mean, you have to pay for the subscription, but that's all you need to pay for. But I'm not watching that movie again. It is the only Marvel movie I refuse to rewatch.
What is that?
It is bad. I believe for the episode and why it's bad, but it is bad. It is horrible. But I will say that the Eternals are an interesting concept that just had a bad movie. They could definitely do a lot with the Eternals. Like, maybe they're not affected by the virus. Maybe they are. I imagine, like, am I like an equal to like one of the Maximoff zombie? Like, maybe they're just not just immune to the virus, and again they could definitely play around the Eternals a lot.
Thanos got infected, so just.
But
Sure.
I mean, if you didn't watch the movie, the Eternals are like this immortal race. Thanos is just kind of a mortal god. The Eternals have lived for thousands of years and don't seem to get sick. So it's a viral infection that affects their brain. And they're pretty much impervious to dying from old age, and they probably can't get bitten. They have super extreme powers. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll probably be okay against some zombies. They're pretty much made to be perfect in every way, so I don't think they'd be getting sick.
Now the real question: are we going to see more than one Celestial?
We have seen more than one Celestial.
Wait,
in the MCU, we've seen Egon the Searcher. I think it was Egon the Searcher, which appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy, where they showed the Power Stone. We have Arishem, which appeared in the Eternals movie. We have Ego, which is a Celestial, and then we have Tiamat. Okay, those are the physical appearances of Celestials.
Oh, no, damn.
So you've seen 4, and they might rewrite Galactus to be a Celestial.
No, Galactus confirmed he's not a Celestial. He's more like a from
He kind of looks like a Celestial, though. He kind of looks like a Celestial.
He does. That's why they might rewrite him to be a Celestial. Like, they wrote Ego to be a Celestial.
Yeah, Ego's a planet. That's the difference.
Yeah, Ego was never a Celestial in the comics. He's Celestial in the movies. So what they're probably gonna do is they're gonna rewrite Galactus to be a Celestial, because what they're setting up in the Eternals movie kind of makes sense, where Celestials feed off planets to be born. So, and Arishem in the movie, where, spoilers, but nobody cares, he approaches Earth. He's like this size, the perfect size for Galactus. So they could probably make it that Galactus is just an evil Celestial. I mean, all Celestials are evil. That,
He's not evil, he's just hungry.
Yes, but he is a bad guy because he wants to eat planets. He doesn't really care if there's a
That's his
population.
job.
It's his eternally the abyss of a stomach he has. That's what it is. I mean, he's so gigantic. Only he needs a lot of planets to to fill that stomach, and it does get processed, which means he's never truly full and he's always hungry. So, but they might rewrite Galactus to be a Celestial, which I hope doesn't happen. But it is what they're probably gonna do. Just that. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually pretty interested. They might actually for Marvel Zombies, since it's pretty much Earth only. They could bring the Guardians. They could bring all those characters
Excuse me.
that we never saw in the episode. I mean, could prove interesting.
But
Yeah, there's a bunch of other episodes that could probably tie into other things, and I would like to see as different series. I think, like aside from zombies, maybe a series on Star-Lord T'Challa, like his all adventures, because we see a lot more wacky, space stuff in this episode. But then again, that's recording new lines for an episode where, sadly, the main character's voice actor has passed away.
But something that seemed really interesting, like if next, what if episodes could like introduce heroes that hasn't appeared in the Marvel MCU. Some of them, like, I don't know, could be like Sentry, probably Silver Surfer, Nova, Ghost Rider.
No, sorry. Like the X-Men and the the Fantastic Four is with the actual like Avengers universe, but the X-Men is not. Those are separate universe.
Damn.
I mean, from what that's kind of what we're presuming, because Deadpool 3 is taking place in the MCU.
Oh yeah, but there's been instances where Deadpool just fucking teleports into other universes.
It would be kind of cool to see Deadpool's teleporting powers.
He doesn't teleport. He just uses some random magic that he finds or something.
I mean, going from one place to another, well, not moving, is called teleportation. So he does have teleporting powers. But it would be kind of cool to see those powers, because in the Deadpool movie, to be a trilogy, he hasn't really used those. It would be kind of cool to see a much more wacky Deadpool. Especially with the MCU's budget, you could definitely see a more wacky Deadpool. Which would be kind of cool, but then again, I don't think Marvel or Disney would like an R-rated movie in the MCU.
I mean,
even though Kevin Feige said he's okay with it, I don't know if Disney's okay with it. Yeah. But then again, there's that one scene in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Where I'm pretty sure that John
it's
Walker
more
is
than
the guy.
more than R-rated.
That's not more than R-rated because they didn't show it, but that's as close as it's gotten in live action. Was in this episode we did see Sam Wilson Zombie get chopped in half.
True. We got to see Marvel, other characters from Marvel from the episode getting eaten, like not off screen, but man, just so much more.
I mean, look at Iron Man. The dude got eaten by ants.
No. That was Doctor Strange. Iron Man got his head chopped off.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they could do Deadpool. I mean, they are bringing Deadpool in the MCU. That's pretty much confirmed. They already confirmed that. And Ryan Reynolds is gonna come back.
Of course he's gonna come back. He's the only Deadpool. If he doesn't play Deadpool, no, I'm not watching it.
It is Deadpool 3.
Damn.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know. The X-Men might get. That's the only way I can really see the X-Men being brought into the MCU, because it's not gonna make sense. Where like, oh, they've been here all the time. The mutants all exist, and they've existed for all this time, and they just never appeared, ever. Like the Eternals. The Eternals made this bullshit. I'm saying it for the episode. But yeah, no, like the X-Men just can't be there for the entire thing. So either A, like the new rock stars is presuming they'll probably pull a reverse House of M, where Scarlet Witch says that there shall be mutants, or let there be mutants, and that's how they bring mutants into the MCU. Or B, the multiverse. But we know that Fantastic Four will be in the Marvel universe, like their own Fantastic Four. So yeah.
No, but I am curious who's gonna play the part of Firestorm, because the actor for Captain America, he used to play Firestorm.
And we have Michael B. Jordan in the MCU already, but I hope they cast new people. But this is an episode for Fantastic Four. This is for what if the Fantastic Four, whatever.
I've heard rumors that Jackie Chan would probably be in the MCU.
Jackie Chan?
I don't know. I just heard.
Like the stuntman, Jackie Chan.
No, the Jackie Chan.
The Jackie Chan.
The Jackie Chan. All right.
But yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of episodes here to bring it down. I guess just to make this a little bit more interesting, what's your favorite episode little story?
I don't really have one.
You don't really have one?
No.
Mine's the one they didn't show because they cut the fucking Iron Man on Sakaar episode. You know what's the premise for that episode? It's this. Tell me if this sounds cool or not. So the premise of the episode is it probably goes a little something like this. I'm saying probably because it might not go like this, but whatever. If you all remember in Avengers 1, Iron Man carries that nuke into outer space and blows up the fucking Chitauri army.
Chitauri spaceship, yes.
Yeah.
So you're saying he just gets trapped on the portal, but Gamora rescues him?
I mean, in a way, but the premise for the episode will probably be something like Iron Man gets trapped in space, but he ends up on Sakaar, where he meets up with Gamora, and at the end, and he has to build like a whole bunch of type of armor, and he has to fight like a bunch of Sakaar in the tournament.
Yo.
Grandmaster, and he meets Gamora, and they escape the planet, and they try to bring down Thanos
together.
Yeah, it's what if Iron Man didn't come back from, I don't know, it's like Iron Man doesn't come back from space and he ends up in Sakaar. Like That sounds so cool.
Yep.
It's like I said for Iron Man 3. Like in Iron Man 3, Iron Man gets Tony gets stripped of all these suits, pretty much. He's just a guy with his brain, and Sakari is just a guy with his brain. So it could have proven for an interesting episode if they didn't delay it to season 2. It'll probably be like the first season 2 episode, since it's the one that's most complete and the one that's missing. The first season used to have 10 episodes. Now now it only has 9. And now season 2 only have 9 episodes. But I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see much of Spider-Man.
I mean, we did get to see a parts of him.
We got 1 episode of Spider-Man.
We got 1 episode of most of the character selection.
I mean, Spider-Man was the one that was, kind of omitted for a lot of episodes. If we were to count another one that was kind of omitted, it would be Falcon, because Falcon got kind of the short end of the stick, where he's appeared in one episode, and but that one episode he got killed, and then killed again.
Oh damn!
So poor Falcon.
Oh damn! Poor Falcon indeed.
He got kind of robbed. Would be like War Machine. Then I guess Tony. Like in almost every appearance of Tony Stark, he dies. I think you guys noticed that, right? That in every appearance of Iron Man, he just dies. Like in we don't know the second episode, but in the 3rd episode he dies. In the 4th one he's presumed dead because the entire universe got destroyed. In the 4th he turns into a zombie and then gets decapitated. In the 6th he in the 6th I forgot. In the 6th he gets killed by Killmonger. In the 7th, there's a Party Thor episode. He's probably not dead. In the 8th, he gets killed by Ultron. And then in the 9th, he doesn't get killed. He lives for like a few seconds. Yeah. Iron Man gets killed in 90% of his appearances in the series.
Indeed.
That's just sad.
And a bunch of people theories is that Iron Man's death has to happen at some point in time. Like,
I mean, it happened in the main timeline, so it has to happen.
Like, Iron Man's death is inevitable. I mean, everyone's definitely inevitable. Iron Man's death is especially inevitable because his death has to happen for the universe to move on.
I am inevitable.
Iron Man's death is just inevitable. Captain America, though, he can die at some point, maybe.
Yeah. But for some reason, the least episode that I like from Marvel What If is the episode that Killmonger appears. I don't know, like, there's just something of it. I don't know. Killmonger isn't an interesting villain. To me, of course.
I mean, it is a very odd episode, but it fits. But I guess what they thought was it fits timeline because, in 2009 where Iron Man takes place. It didn't release in 2009, but it takes place in 2009. When Iron Man takes place, Killmonger is in Afghanistan, and where's Tony Stark in Afghanistan?
True,
but. Where it fits, and I can see why they made it, but why did you make it?
No, but I think like in Black Panther, Killmonger mentions that he was in Afghanistan.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like he was in Afghanistan, and it makes sense why it would be in Afghanistan
True, true.
in 2009. So it would make sense that he would appear at some point. And I guess the diverging point is that he went ahead and I don't know, took another job to get information on the Ten Rings, and that's why he went Tony Stark. Or he always had intel on the Ten Rings, but in this timeline he decided to say Tony Stark. I don't know. I know why he made it. It fits timeline, and it could get Killmonger to get his goal or how quicker he teams on Tony Stark. But yeah, it's a weird episode to do. It's like a stretch. But I mean, it does confirm that the Killmonger was in Afghanistan in 2008 and 2009, in like that time.
But something that like really like interested me is like when the Watcher broke his oath, and like the relationship the Watcher and Supreme Doctor Strange.
Strange Supreme.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They like
Strange Supreme.
Strange Supreme. Yeah. Like they have like this. How can I say that? Like close relationship. Like no. Of course, like Strange Supreme is isolated and everything, but yeah, like it really surprised me like when the Watcher broke his oath.
I
Like,
saw.
I thought, like,
That's how we thought it was going to happen sooner or later.
what?
Yeah, like it was gonna happen sooner or later. That's what Dragon said.
Yeah.
And what I hope they explain season 2 is like what consequences the Watchers, or I guess Uatu's actions did for the multiverse, because it's the first canonical time. No, that was Loki. Like it's it is the first major point in time where universes collide.
Yeah.
Because Loki it's just timelines. I mean, so is What If, but it's like it's almost making new timelines out of What If. Also, What If is technically a sequel to Loki because it does. What If is it's like it's exploring the timelines made, like it's exploring the timelines that those little timeline snippets that Loki kind of teased about. Yeah, it's just more like, what? Okay, this is what this is. This is what I. So it is canon in a way.
Yeah.
So it is. This is canon. We would probably see crossovers. Essentially, Multiverse of Madness. We might see crossovers from different characters from the series into live action. But yeah, I was, this might get important. I know a lot of people don't want to watch it because it's animated. I never really understood that reason. Oh, I don't want to watch it because it's animated.
Yeah, like that's not. I don't know. Like I actually love more animated, animated stuff.
Yes, of course, animation can can do things live action can't. I'm pretty sure that Thor and Captain Marvel fight would be too expensive to do in live action.
True. It would be a little bit over the budget.
Also, it will probably look a little less fluid and a lot more, I don't know, bright.
Bright?
Yeah, like it's a bunch of lights because it's Thor's lightning and then Captain Marvel's plasma thing, and the brightness it's like out of a CGI. It's to do more CGI to make it less bright, Plus that final battle of Ultron, yeah,
That would that would be costly.
You wanna know what I really want to see in there?
Hmm.
Captain Marvel Zombie.
Actually, I never really thought about that. I mean, I know Captain Marvel was in space during the events of What If, but would Captain Marvel's powers that are given by an Infinity Stone kind of?
On the MCU, no. In the MCU, they were granted by some kind of engine exploding.
No, in the MCU, the engine was powered by an Infinity Stone.
Wait, seriously?
That was powered by the Tesseract, which is just a space stone.
I just straight up thought it was powered by like some kind of plasma engine or something like that.
No, it's literally it's just a space stone. The space stone is kind of inconsistent because the space stone
is broken.
Apparently the space stone can not only open portals, but the space stone can also give Captain Marvel plasma powers.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
I know the space stone gave Captain Marvel her powers, but that makes no goddamn sense.
Why? Because it released plasma energy into her body, making it where it technically absorbs it.
No, because the space stone it's from
If you're going to say
travel.
I'm going to smite you. That is not what it only does.
I mean, the space stone is just it's to encompass space. If we were to be technical with it, it would make more sense if Captain Marvel got her power from the Mind Stone. But then again, that would be too much from the Mind Stone, so that wouldn't fit
Also,
in the lore. Because by that point, Thanos has the Mind Stone.
No, but by the point when she got her powers, it would technically still be in Asgard.
I don't think it was ever in Asgard. I think Thanos just found it, and then technically he lost the Mind Stone.
Not really, because his servant gave it to Loki. So
I mean, the other gave it to Loki, but we don't know where he got the scepter. So the scepter has the Mind Stone in it, so that means that Thanos had the Mind Stone. But then he said, "Let's give this guy from Asgard." They give him the Mind Stone, and then he loses the Mind Stone. Bravo, lovely. And then he has to get the Mind Stone back, and it's the last stone he has to get. And it's like, you had it right there. If you didn't give it to Loki, you'd probably be done by now. If you just had it given, if you just had it given the Mind Stone to Loki, I think he would have accomplished his goal a lot quicker.
true.
I mean, he could have. I think it would have been a lot. Oh, what if? I always had an idea for like a what if. What if every villain succeeded in their evil Infinity Stone plans?
Yo.
I mean, it would kind of be cool to see everyone has their own tons of the Infinity Stones. So I mean, it would be cool to see individual episodes of what the villains want, like a Red Skull. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, in the Avengers, in the first Avengers, what if Thanos won the Avengers 2012 battle?
On technical standards, no. On technical standards, what if he lost? Because he technically won.
I mean, he won the battle, but he lost the battle, but he won the war. So,
You mean he won the battle, but he lost the war? Nah, he lost the battle, but he won the war.
No, because he because the Avengers beat technically they beat Thanos in the 2012 war battle. But in like overall for his quest for the Infinity Stones, Thanos won.
Alright. Interesting. Alright.
And then
I get the
and then so if Thanos did like if the takeover for New York in 2012 was successful, Thanos would have gotten his hands on the Mind Stone and the Space Stone, and later on he would have gotten the Time Stone. And then he probably would have gotten the Soul Stone. But for the Reality Stone would be kind of cool to see. I don't know, the events of Thor Ragnarok revisited, where the Dark Elves wanted to use the Reality Stone for their evil plan. I don't remember what their evil plan was. It was just I want to use the Reality Stone. It would be kind of cool to see the Dark Elves versus Thanos. I mean, we kind of know who's gonna win, you know. But anyways,
but I mean, they have the quantity, so I guess I'm guessing the Dark Elves. Thanos is not immortal. It's not immortal.
Yes, but like if we're going with my storyline, Thanos has 5 stones.
Then yeah, he will win.
While yes, the Dark Elves will probably have the Reality Stone. Thanos has 5 stones. So yeah, I mean, not much of an advantage there. They'll probably get wiped in seconds. I'm being completely honest. But talking about future storylines, what would be some storylines do you like to see in the second season of What If?
That is a very good question.
What superheroes? What? Wait, can you repeat that?
What storylines, like what if scenarios would you like to see in season 2?
Interesting.
What about? I forgot the name of this one blind superhero from the MCU.
Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil. I was going to say Red Devil. I don't know why.
So like I don't know, what if scenario role from him?
But yeah, that would be cool because we don't hear about him much.
I mean, that's kind of weird losing him to the MCU because I don't think that the series, the Netflix series, is canon to the MCU.
I can look it up if you want me to.
No, like it's on Netflix, and I'm pretty sure the only ones that are truly canon are in Disney Plus. But there's no like definite thing saying that it's canon. It's just kind of going off of, well, in the Daredevil series, they mention a bunch of Marvel MCU things, so they have to be in the same universe instead of it can just be that they're referencing things from that universe because it's a different timeline that is taking place. Like the event of that is there. But for those series, like those events pretty much stop at a certain point, and the events just stop happening. That's why I don't think they're really canon, because they kind of have their own storyline, and movies don't really revolve around that. Like the shows don't really revolve around the new movies.
because they have really nothing to deal with. In one of the series, Agents of Shield, the one was supposed to be canon, the one was supposed to be pure canon. They just ignored the events of Infinity War. Wild shit. But yeah, I mean, the Daredevil series might not be canon, but I mean, Daredevil could show up later on. Maybe Daredevil. I mean, Kevin Feige did confirm that Charlie Cox will return as Daredevil at some point in the future, or he will play Daredevil. He will be the MCU's Daredevil. So we could probably see Daredevil very, very soon.
Yo,
very.
I would really love to see probably like what happens, since the Sinister Six appeared. I don't know. Probably defeated Spider-Man. Probably against the Avengers. Probably.
I would love to see some like Phase 4 what if scenarios. I think the most interesting would be like, I don't know, what if Tiamat awakened? Or again, we're talking Black Widow, or we're talking like Falcon Winter Soldier. What if Bucky became Captain America? Things like that.
Yo, there is also something that's really interesting me. Like Miss Marvel. Because she was part of this like other alien race, but she changed teams basically because the other alien race was bad and everything. So what if Miss Marvel stayed with like her original home?
Captain Marvel. What if Captain Marvel?
Do you mean Captain Marvel or
yeah.
Marvel? Because Miss Marvel is not a.
Yeah, Miss Marvel's Kamala Khan.
She's technically still human, but she's not human. Like, you get me?
She's an inhuman. Yes.
Yeah, it's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I could see like a story where Captain Marvel kind of still fights in the Kree Skull War, but she's on the Kree side, so instead of the Skull side. And maybe like Shield goes up against Captain Marvel. I think, yeah, I could see that. Maybe like a WandaVision one. Like, I don't. What could be a good WandaVision what if? For WandaVision, I could see like maybe what if Vision didn't die or something. I mean, that one's kind of lame, but it could probably work.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, what if Peggy Carter became Captain America was a little bit lame, so But I mean, yeah, for Loki, what if? I don't think that's gonna work at all. But like a Hawkeye, what if? I don't know. I don't want to feel Hawkeye. A what if, but no. But yeah, no. There's some like definitely see in there. Like if we're talking like in like definite Marvel like what ifs, I could definitely see what if Bucky became Captain America instead of Sam. And that's it for the series, I guess. And like I guess what if Vision didn't die?
Yo,
talking movies. If we're talking movies.
So, yo, you don't mind if I leave, right? Like, I have something else to do before Christmas. Yeah. Sorry.
No. I think another what if scenario could be good. Ronan the Accuser, he's a Kree. those blue species that were with Miss Marvel. So what happened if Miss Marvel actually got the Power Stone and instead she was like the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy? That would, I don't know, but
Oh, like she would be like a successor to.
probably, or like she would be like the replacement of Ronan, or like I don't know, probably.
Like what if Carol Danvers became an accuser?
Yeah, probably. That would actually be a good scenario though.
I mean, it would be kind of scary to think Captain Marvel, because not only she has Space Stone powers, but she'll also have the Power Stone at her disposal. She'd pretty much be more powerful than Thanos. That would actually be pretty. What if like at that point Thanos probably finds out that Captain Marvel's gonna be too powerful, so he turns on Captain Marvel because he's like, because a being with the power of 2 Infinity Stones, that'd be a bit powerful.
Or probably, and another what if scenario, they could probably introduce Doctor Doom.
Maybe, but I'd probably save that for the Fantastic Four movie. Although, Fantastic Four doesn't have a good track record with movies.
Yeah.
Sadly, like after Rise of Silver Surfer and Fan Four Stick. Yeah, it's hope that they use the Phase 4 characters a lot more than usually, because the Phase 4 characters need love. They need more things because they really appear. The only one that has really made like a recurring appearance is Val and Yelena. That's it. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Right? If we're not talking, like if we're talking new characters, then I think that's really gonna do it. So Dragon left a while ago, like a few minutes ago. So Senior Oats, say goodbyes. I mean, we're done here, pretty much.
Bye bye.
If you're gonna ask what are we doing for Marvel next, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. This episode will come out on Christmas Eve, but you will not see an episode on Christmas Day or on the 26th, probably, maybe. So you will definitely see us having a break, because we will not record episodes on Christmas Eve or on Christmas.
Okay.
But if you're asking our next Marvel episode, it'll probably be either Shang-Chi or Hawkeye. Probably Shang-Chi, and then probably Eternals, and then either Spider-Man or Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. Now, asking us to say goodbyes. Goodbye.